Good evening, everybody. It's the mistress herself. Good morning, who are me? Miss BB Zaharas, my girl Shasha, Miss Carolyn, Jessica, my belle. And yes, y'all, I see. I've been gone for a minute now. Back with the jump off. Okay. Now y'all heard the bosses. They said y'all tack-headed asses better like and goddamn subscribe. Shit. Y'all done got I was sleeping in my Haitian and y'all done got me up, woken me up. I done arisen from the dead. I won't dead, child. I was kicking in a little bit too much. But I'm back. Y'all done woke me up, done got me up here, and I'm so glad to be back with y'all. I'm so glad. We got a lot to catch up on. Miss Cynthia, what's going on, boo? If y'all ain't see the intro, y'all better go check it out. That's one of two intros I have. We trying to upgrade a little bit, just a little bit. I'm trying to be a little bougie these days around. How's the sound, y'all? The sound good? Is we live and kicking horse? Shit. Drop that for my girls. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my girls the link. You know I need my families up in here because we got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna do a quick little rundown of the docket. We got to talk about Shamar. Literally woke up from my nap. Oh, wonderful! Because I got a whole listen. Y'all know I'm always prone to buying some new gadgets, and I got a whole new microphone. So this is a whole new microphone. Hey, budget boo. I've been working like a Hebrew slave. No offense to any of them, but I've been working my ass off. But you know, I've been listening. You know, who I me has been fussing at me, telling me I need to go live. BB has been fussing at me, telling me get my black ass back on the live. So y'all got me back, y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all got me back.
All of your black ass.
Make sure I can hear y'all though. Okay, baby, I like that the little caption under there, girl. I like the caption. So who we got on the docket today? So we got to talk about crook about it, Shamar. Y'all, him and Goldilocks got some going on with them. So he is gonna be on the docket. I'm waiting for E with the T to bring their little booty over here so we can talk about that shit. We got to talk about Netta, Joe Edward Robinson Jr. That bitch and all his goddamn supporters talking about we misgendering big back man.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Thank you for reminding me.
So we got to talk about him. We got to talk about Gary the Beg. I'm probably gonna start off with him because that bitch don't need all but 5 minutes. Well, we got to talk about him. We got to talk about Andrew Fraudwell, because you know Andrew's trying to come back, and I guess we got to report that big back ugly bitch. Who else is in the? I seen E with the T post something about Maggie. Oh, begging ass. Talk about $500 for Disneyland, bitch. Not with my goddamn money, bitch. Yes, Netta done stole Andrew's whole goddamn flow. Oh, that was so funny. Listen, even though I was gone with the jump off, I missed all of y'all. Because apparently me working so goddamn much, I've been missing. I even been missing all the other lives. I missed DD's lives. I done missed ABC's lives. I was missing all the lives. I've been working my ass off, y'all.
You like that.
And
Elmo.
yes, Miss Who I mean, we don't want to see Andrew no more. We want to keep that. We want that damn buzzard to be gone for as long as we goddamn can keep him out. Somebody call that man in his ass with all his real tea. Somebody threaten that bitch and call that man up. Better yet, Mr. Sir, whoever you are, come sign in my DM, and I will gladly have an anonymous interview with you, anonymously, of course. You can email me at Remy72021@gmail.com. Hello, how we doing? Yes, we are so tired of him. So tired of him. Shasha, we gonna get on that in a minute, child. We gonna get on that in a minute.
My bad. I was sucking around and kicked myself out.
So I kind of spoke on this a little bit. On one of ABC Lives that I did catch. So I have been working my ass off. That's the truth. Listen, I need a whole vacation budget. A whole goddamn vacation. But you know, one of the big reasons why I have been, and I'm being very transparent. I'm trying to get a whole new computer because the computer I got, it was cute, but it won't really kick it like I needed to kick. And when I get into the swing of things, I like things to be going. So it just was not working how I needed it to work. So that was one of the things. Also, that big bitch, Tommy, the boring ass bastard who ain't got control of his goddamn kids. He tried to flag my page, y'all. He tried to flag my page.
Bastard.
So that was another reason why I was yeah, he flagged one of my videos where I was showing what he was doing.
Remy.
I'm also trying to play around with some stuff real quick, y'all. So if you hear me kind of like slowing down, that's why.
Who Are Me is in the waiting room. Nope. I'm on Mighty Joe Young Netta ass too.
That should work. Okay. I don't know if my sister is talking, but I'm trying to get this shit all the way to fuck working.
Don't Netta look like she bite though? I'm just saying. I'm with the shits, y'all. It's been a minute. You know, I've been waiting on y'all. A sister has been waiting. But say this pic don't look like Netta though. Say it don't. Don't sit here. Y'all cannot sit here and tell me this pic do not look like Netta face.
Look like twins.
I'm saying.
Sure said it like a peen with a face.
No lies told.
Oh, that's hilarious.
How you been? Who Are Me?
Oh, I've been blessed and highly favored. Busy with the kids, and then my daughter and my husband been a little sick. And it's weird because my husband never ever gets sick. Probably the whole time we've been together, he probably been sick like 4 times out of all the years. So, but they're saying that it's they're experiencing a lot of pollen issues early this year. So a lot of people are getting sick. Thank goodness it ain't COVID. It's always a plus.
Yeah, I can tell you my allergies have been popping for the last maybe 2-3 weeks. And I'm just like, come on, we're in fall, not spring. What's going on?
Exactly. This is the time we get a break.
Right.
Hey, budget. I'm just trying to stay away from them because I do not want to be sick.
Mm-mm. I know exactly what it is. That sinus headache, everything. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm.
My daughter, she had last week, she had a sinus infection, and her head was hurting like every day.
Oh my goodness.
And
I
then
hate
she
that.
has migraines too. And I'm like, how you just sitting there taking that pain? Like she was taking it like it was nothing. I
Yeah.
said I would have been curled up in a ball somewhere.
Trust, I know the feeling to have a migraine and a sinus infection all in one. That is not the best feeling in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Well, I hope
Shar
it's
Zinc.
better.
Zinc just be so rough on the stomach. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But they draw all that stuff up out of you. I say that.
Facts.
What topic we hitting first, Elmo? Oh, Elmo got us on mute.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Elderberry. I've heard about elderberry, Cynthia, and
Mm-hmm.
I heard that works good. Now, I personally, okay, I know it's not for what it's for, but they have a Red Bull flavored elderberry. That shit is bomb as hell. I'm
Mm.
just saying. It's like elderberry and something, but it tastes pretty good. But it's, I guess I know it's not healthy, but
Oh, I ain't realized I muted my yeah,
oh,
nothing on
you
my
just
computer, so
mm-hmm.
it be going on, God.
So did you get the new computer, or are you still waiting to get it? We're gonna have to pray over Elmo tonight.
Right, right.
Come on, play up. Play you
Oh,
dissy
really, Shar
bitch.
Shar? I didn't know you could use elderberry in your
Really,
laundry.
I'm gonna have to look up on
No.
elderberry.
I mean, I have it, but I didn't know you.
Okay, not here, y'all.
Is it something that you like?
Yes,
Can you hear
Peppa, we
me?
hear you.
Is it like the peel that you put in there? Or is it like the actual elderberry? How do you put it in
Droplets.
your washing? I mean, your laundry.
Hmm.
Oh, droplets. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. So, Elmo, what topic you trying to go to first? Because it's just so much. I mean, I know we're gonna be all over the place.
Mm, mm, mm.
Where do you get them from, Shar Shar? Is it something you can get from like Amazon or Walmart? Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Elmo, you on mute if you talking.
Look around, everybody go mute
Am I still live? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
now.
Don't do that, bitch.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm on a delay. We're gonna talk about Gary the Big right now. So that's what we're gonna talk about right now. Right now. Hold
Who
on.
is
I'm actually going
Gary
on my
the
other phone
Big?
too.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna talk on that one because I want some other stuff on the computer and not
I'm
have
not.
to
I'm not
double
familiar
duty.
with Gary the Big. Who is that?
But so y'all know
We don't.
that ugly bitch is working on is now working at okay girl. Is now working at I use my standard fresh. Oh, okay. Turn that camera off. Y'all do not need to see me like that. No ma'am. Okay. But so yeah, so he working at McDonald's now, y'all. And I'm just
Who is this person?
Who is Gary the
Gary,
Big? Who is that?
Tommy.
Oh,
Oh,
Tommy.
Yeah, the
Oh,
bitch
he
who
working.
tried to block me. Yeah, he working McDonald's while he's
Okay.
still trying to scam
Mm.
Well, at least he got a job, you know.
Right,
that he barely work at.
but he got
He's still
one.
scamming because well, that apparently. Listen, I was when I was doing my light research because y'all know I only do but so much. Apparently, everybody but Clue got a damn job at this point. Gemini got one. I don't really follow. I don't follow Gemini at all, so I don't really know. But well, I saw through E with the T. Gemini got a job. Uh, Gary got a job. Shamar it got what he calls a job.
Lord, I guess equal opportunity rights. I guess.
Uh,
You know what? I'm gonna say this about Shamar, and I don't say this. I hate that, but actually, to be fair to him, he has been doing his thing lately. Um, he been booked and busy, kind of staying out of the way. So we really haven't like heard a whole bunch. You get what I'm saying? Like it hasn't been like a whole bunch like
girl,
before.
girl, hold on. Put a pin in it. Hold up. Put a pin in it. Say that. Say that's when we go to the Shamar segment. Don't put your foot in your mouth yet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh shit.
Hmm. I mean, because I'm gonna say this. He is doing his hole in the wall appearance. Well, I ain't seen him really doing nothing lately, but he was doing his little hole in the wall. Yep, hole in the wall. But yeah, he was doing that. But re- we'll say that. We'll say that for that segment. We'll say that for that segment.
Mm.
Um,
Oh.
but yeah. So time, Mr. Tommy, I want to flag videos and shit. He apparently he at work munching with his mouth open, worse than Shamar. Talking about
Ooh.
something. Right. So I need $1,000. I need $1,000 because I need it because I'm gonna get evicted for my
He gonna get
dogs.
he gonna get a
What?
what? Oh, evicted.
He claimed that apartment that said they want him that he claimed wanted him to renew so bad. Said that if he don't come up with I think like $1,000, they're gonna evict his ass by
Look,
Sunday, by
look,
tomorrow actually.
He
look.
packing up then?
Look, spend $50 and spend $50 or $120 and get you an ESA letter and go sit down.
You think he gonna do any of that?
Well, he's stupid if he didn't, but all right.
The boy didn't even want to put on there that he had dogs. Now, do you think he gonna spend more money? That $1,000 he trying to get, if he was to get it, you know that's gonna go right back into his spending account, so he can sit there and try to catfish the men.
Mm.
And Tommy, I know your ugly ass is listening, whether it's live on the replay. You was one ugly bitch who be scamming the men and catfishing the men. Stop catfishing, you big black ugly sarcoidosis looking ass bastard. Go get
Sarcoidosis.
custody of your goddamn kid.
Oh wow.
Do you think that he got a job so that it would make people want to give him more because he's actually working?
Of
Hell.
course, of course, it's a ploy. Of course, it's a ploy. He got that job, and he's only gonna stay with it for a season. He got it so he can say, "Look, y'all, I'm actually working. Now give me money."
Exactly,
That's
but so paid.
Hmm.
like he tried to say in the video. I'm trying to pull it up. I think ABC posted it. He was like, "Well, at least when I beg, I don't do it. I guess every day or something. I guess he's trying to make it seem like he's not as bad as some of the other ones who be begging. Which, Tommy, you are probably worse because you sit there, you demean every goddamn person that you be begging for money. You sit there and you bash them. Oh, you ain't giving no money. Get your ugly ass out here. Oh, you supported yesterday, but you ain't supported today. So get your ugly ass out here. That is horrible. You are one ugly, miserable bastard. That's why your son don't even like your ugly ass. That's why your daddy don't even fuck with your ugly ass. You ugly bastard. Go find your daddy and and tell him to love you. You ugly, bald headed, premature looking bitch. You 5 months pregnant with I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna say this.
But I really think they need to ban this internet panhandling
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
because it's getting out of control. Y'all just sitting around all damn day, just send me money. I need $20. I need all of my followers to send me $2, and yeah, look, you spend more the time and effort that you spend in panhandling and begging and shit. You could go get you a job, a career, and do something with your life. But I guess I
Didn't
digress.
ABC said that there was some type of petition that was going around so they could try to
Yes,
maybe
there is.
pass a bill?
Yes, there is. I signed it happily, and I
Yeah.
do it again.
I never saw it. Did she post it? Because I never.
It's on the community tab of her YouTube.
Okay, I gotta go check that out then. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, one thing about it, two things for sure. When I was growing up and I got my adulthood brain, everybody told me everything about when you asking people for their money, you sit there, you come humbly, you sit there, you sit your ass there, you ask so nicely, please can I have? Thank you for giving. I appreciate that. You are one beautiful queen or king. You even if you lying, you that's what you do.
But people are disrespectful. Somebody giving $20. That's all I got. That's all you gonna give me.
Oh, y'all broke. Y'all broke.
Yeah,
Bitch, yeah, we broke for you. We broke because you begging.
right.
That's
Broke ass.
like
It's somebody
goddamn,
who
bitch.
works. It's somebody who works hard for everything that they got. I mean, that's just bullshit. I don't
Right.
understand. I don't understand how somebody can sit here and just be on the internet all day begging and send me some money. I need everybody to send me $2, $10, $20. Like that's just befoods me.
Right, Star. Or then blocking people because they don't want to give you their hard earned money. Bitch, I don't want no, I'm not giving you my hard earned money. So if you're gonna block me, bitch, you better block me with the utmost disrespect.
Shit. Are you look, my money belongs to my mortgage, to my electricity, to my food, my groceries, to my car insurance. I have other things to give my money to than your stupid ass.
Hey Tiara. Hell fuck that. My money belongs to my wallet.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It belongs to my wallet. Cause that's who earned it. My wallet earned it.
Shit, I earned it. That's my money. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I gotta pay them bills, so it's gonna go to my damn
Yeah.
wallet.
It's bad enough I got them motherfuckers to deal with. Shit.
Right. Work all day. Working 9 to 5.
You
I
work
don't know all the
hard
words.
for the money. So hard for it, honey.
Hey,
Hey, that's Donna Summer. I don't know about this.
for y'all young tech heads who don't know the real music when it came out.
Right. Donna Summer said she worked hard for the money. Okay.
And you better pay her right.
So you better treat her right.
No, I like my version better. Or else she gonna call up Dolly Parton, not Beyonce, and say, Dolly, we gonna get Jolene. Come on, girl, hop in the car. You ain't even got
Yeah,
to get your
see,
shoes.
Dolly was gonna talk shit. Beyonce's ready to throw hands and shoot a bitch.
No, but no, I like Dolly's version better.
I know. I like Miley Cyrus's version. I don't know if you
I
heard
didn't
it.
hear Miley. I didn't hear Miley's, but at this point, I'm sticking with the original.
Yeah, I love me some Dolly. Don't get me wrong. I love me some
Cause
Dolly.
yeah,
But
cause Dolly look like she ain't gonna punch you. She gonna scratch you real good.
honey, she gonna snap all that aqua net out your damn head for fucking with her man. She gonna roll up on you with that 45.
And
Dolly
then she
was
gonna cry.
right.
I love me some Dolly Parton. Anyone who knows me know I love me some Dolly Parton.
Dolly said,
I
"Look,
do.
bitch, try it if you want to. Fuck around and find out." That's the OG. Fuck around and find out.
Listen, if y'all don't know Dolly Parton, y'all better get with it because that's a legend. That's a legend.
And peep the original Jolene.
Because that's the best version. I don't care what no one says. That is the best. That is the best and the only version that is going to get recognition. So that our Dolly Parton is good internet. No disrespect to Beyonce, because I don't got time to be fighting back and forth with the Beehive. You know. But Dolly Parton is the only one who got the real version of Jolene. Period. Poo. Anyways.
What's wrong with her husband, Budget?
Yes, please let us know what's happening with Mr. Parton. But so why we wait for that? But yeah, so Tommy, and then Tommy, see, Tommy, this is the problem I have with you. Tommy, you got so much motherfucking mouth. You swear you such a reader. You be reading bitches. But you go and flag videos that have no commentary, but it's your words out your mouth that you uttered. Out your catfish and dick suckers. That's my problem with you. You are a punk.
Remember, reading is fundamental.
It is. But Tommy, you're a punk, and I don't mean a P-U-N-K. You are a P-O-O-N-K. You're a punk.
Well, Mr. Parton, I hope you feel better.
I hope Dolly Parton's husband is doing well. I so do. Now let me show. We're gonna go back to the messiness because I don't want to get all emotional today. But Tommy, I'm gonna show you a good read. I'm gonna show you how effortlessly I can read you down, and I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes, but I only need 1 minute. It only took me a minute to motherfucking get you. If y'all know where I got that from, please spam it in the comments. My panel people, if you know where I got that from, y'all can yell it out loud. It only took me a minute to motherfucking get you. And if you forgot how I got you, take a motherfucking picture. Tommy, you are the most bad-bodied, out of shape, receding hairline on a tragic, thin and balding young man. You are 23 years old and you already look like a chichia pet. You look like that old etch a sketch where you had to draw the hair on the man, and then when you shook it, the hair fell down. Tommy, you look like you smell of BO, Aquafresh, bad gingivitis, and some day old Listerine all wrapped up in one. You just smell bad. You sitting online on a dingy piss smell couch all day with them pissy ass animals, and you still can't get hold of your son. That is what's really wrong with you. You clearly got the IQ of a chichia pet. Tommy, you are the embodiment of a homeless bum vagabond. Tommy, you make Shamar look like the missing Destiny's Child member luggage. And that's horrible. Shamar ain't got this ain't even about Shamar. Tommy, your life must be so miserable that you ain't got a job to try to look good, and you still look like a deadbeat dad who is trying their hardest not to get hit with them back payments of child support payments by a crack-headed baby mama who didn't want that child by a punk ass sissy like you. Tommy, you look like patient zero for every STD known to man. Tommy, you look like if somebody just took a butter knife and scraped your skin, you would have 5 years worth of dirt and dust just fall off your skin. It still won't scratch the top layer to see your real complexion. Tommy, you look like damn in a bottle. Tommy, I say all of that, and I'm probably gonna say some more because that's just how I am, and I just don't like you. But I said all of that to show you that's a real read. That's a real classic read. See, Tommy, you like to go low, and you just like to say a lot of shit that you know is gonna make people get pissed off. Because you think that you do the easy reads. I'm gonna talk about your kids and your dead folk. I could do that too. But what I showed you is a real reader can give you real reads without having to go and do easy reads. Tommy, I can break you down and make you cry worse than you ever could do for me. What you gonna do? Talk about kids I don't got? You gonna talk about my dead folk, which they were doing better than you, and after death, and you still living, and they still shitting on you. What you gonna say, Tommy? That I dress up. I sure do, and I look damn good. I look better than you in and out my makeup, and I ain't got to catfish no damn body. Tommy, you are the world's worst prostitute ever known to man. And just for the hell of it, Tommy, you and Ty need to sit there and go back and work the beat some more, so y'all can learn how to dress up like a real woman and actually be passable and not clockable. See, that's the problem. You think you're unclockable, but baby, they clock you every time you open that door, and they hear really go gross. Tommy, you looking like a girl only happens in heavily photoshopped pictures. Tommy, you barely look good on the gram, let alone in person. Tommy, you look like ill. When Nicki Minaj said, I keep wet wipes so a bum can't touch me, or whatever the fuck that line said that I have listened to, that was inspired by you just standing next to her. Tommy, you make RuPaul look like he's still in his 20s. Tommy, you are the oldest young looking man I've seen to date.
Not old.
Tommy, your face. That was a good one, wasn't it? Tommy, for you to be under 25 and look like you hitting 65 and have the hairline of an 85-year-old man, that is just tragic. Your life is a tragedy. Tommy, I would love to go to your high school reunion because I know everybody would say, who? You are very forgettable. Tommy, the only person who you could compete in any contest with is Maggie.
Oh,
Catch.
a begging contest.
Mm.
Maggie is the only competition in a begging contest with Tommy. Who could beauty contest with Tommy? Hell, I mean, all around they lives are really neck and neck with each other. They both got nasty ass apartments that they don't pay rent in. They both look like they done struggled since Celie was still trying to find her kids in The Color Purple, the original one. Y'all know how long ago that was. Catch. They both they both sit there nasty as hell. I think the only thing is Maggie don't got no animals, thank God. But Tommy, you got the face of your dogs. You look just like your dogs. And that's another thing, Tommy. Tommy, you sit there, you love to talk about people's kids, but you ain't even got your kids, but you got some dogs. How you let dogs move in before your kid?
Right. See, child. Let me go back on mute. That's a whole word right there.
Dog, get your ass off mute and
Well,
talk about that shit.
the thing is what I don't understand is, and this is for all of the beggars, and you know, I'd even say homeless people. Why do y'all have a damn dog? Like, you can't even feed yourself, and then you put a dog, into the mix. I never understood that. And then you have that dog. Go ahead,
Because
BB.
the dogs don't talk back.
No, that's not they don't talk back. It's companionship. I mean, you out there alone by yourself. Some people feel like, you know, animals are pets or companions so that they don't feel so alone. So I can see it on that angle, but I get what you're saying. Like, why would you put that dog in that situation?
But then, like, okay, and I'll just say this as a Black person because I've done it before. You know, we don't like to pay pet deposits. I mean, that's just something we normally don't do. But then you get this dog and you let it shit and piss all over the damn floor. You don't clean it. You don't
That's
take it
just
where it shops.
responsibility.
You don't deworm it. You don't do what's necessary for the upkeep of the dog. And that's just so, but then, but you'll spend money like that to feed the dog, but you won't spend money
Hey,
like that for
Keno.
your children. That's what I don't understand. Like, you have a child, Tommy. I mean, somebody allowed you to impregnate them, and I still don't understand that. But
She's a crackhead. That's how.
it don't matter. I mean, I've seen crackheads make better choices.
Right.
So,
Well, have you the reason why I can see that crackhead letting him be is because I've seen what she looks like.
I'm sure she
And
had
please,
other options, but gosh, if that was your only option, then you may need to reevaluate your life, or the particular brand of crack that you're smoking, because
Me a Kino, that's who it is.
Net, Net, Netzilla is our favorite foul mouth sister who is known
Basically,
to gather everybody together, including trying to come for my ass. Like
I don't
but
try to. I don't try
you be
to. I
trying,
do.
you be
I don't
trying,
try
you be
to. I
trying,
do. I
you
don't
be
try. I
trying,
do. I don't try.
tack
I
head,
do.
you be
I
trying,
do. I
you be
do. I
trying,
do. I
you
do.
be
I do.
trying,
To infinity and
you be trying,
beyond.
because you know I ain't gonna come at you but so hard because I like you, so you be
Mm.
trying.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That's BBO. But
yeah,
you be
but
trying because I ain't gonna read you down like I would
I don't
read
try.
the
I
rest of
do.
these bitches. You be trying.
I do.
You be
hmm,
trying. No.
I
What you
do.
do, what you do,
Mm-hmm.
in the words of Shamar, what you
Mm-hmm.
do
Mm-hmm.
is you run your ass to Poppy and be lying to me to Poppy. That's what you be
I tell
doing.
Poppy the fucking truth. I don't be
You
lying
lie to
about
Poppy.
shit.
You be
I be
lying to
telling him about.
Poppy.
I be telling Poppy the truth about your little loose coochie in the streets.
oh,
So
oh,
don't you
My kitty
dare.
cat is close to Mary's men, except for my
Shit,
own girl. You tried
shit.
that
Today, while you on this
every
live,
day, every day
while
since we
you on
got
this
married.
live,
Since we got married last December.
while you on this live.
Since we got married last December, and since we started dating when I met him back in October of 2020. Wait, we
Mm-mm,
24, 23.
yeah,
I
see,
don't
you
know
don't
what
even
year
know.
that
Oh,
is.
I can't wait to tell
I
him. You
don't know what
don't
year.
know when y'all got to get Lord.
Girl, because I don't know what year it is. I know the month. I just don't know what year it is. See, you
wait a
Mm,
tried it.
minute. Has it really
mm,
been almost a year?
It's been
mm.
almost been a year.
Wow, the
I
time
know
is
the time.
moving fast.
It did because I feel like I just slithered my way into this into the Andrew Caldwell sector.
Not slither, honey.
I mean, after being in it for 10 years, almost 10 years, you start to lose. I told y'all, and I know we talking about Tommy, but the mental of me has been a little, my mental has been better. And then when I saw he was back, I was like, oh shit, here we go with this.
Yes,
Ugh.
yes. Because I was sitting there. Okay, so I was sitting there working. I'm gonna use air quotes. I was working, and then I saw that
Oh,
so and
stalking
so is
people.
live. I said, "Oh, you have got to be fucking shitting me."
Can we transition to assist for just a moment, um, and come back
Go
to Tommy?
for it.
100 plus channels.
So I
Go.
guess for me, here we go with the lot. Like you come back after you've been gone for
Uh-huh.
100 years, and here we go with the lies about work. You've been work a recount number one. Like
Can you
sis,
say recount?
if we recount, to be
Can you
honest
say
with you,
recount,
if we
bitch?
recount, what
Can you
should
spell
happen
recount?
is you should move from
No.
second to fourth place. That's what should happen if we
Right,
recount.
right.
And then you talk about coming back to radio. What company, what substantial company,
In his
a real
mind,
company is going to hire
hmm
you unless you're creating your own podcast? Who gonna
in his
hire you?
mind, in his mind. Cause
The
after
real
that shit,
question.
cause after that shit he pulled on Hot 104, ain't nobody
Right.
gonna touch your stupid ass.
They
Nobody.
I'm
shouldn't.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because I was looking at it earlier. Right when I was doing, well, not early, but yeah, earlier when I was doing my pre live
Preparation.
research. Yeah, thank you, preparation. Anybody, any radio station, I'm talking to every single one of y'all radio stations that are and are not listening right now. Any one of y'all who touch Andrew Caldwell with a 10-foot pole, y'all are dumb as hell and deserve everything you damn get. And
Exactly.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all deserve everything you get.
Anybody fucking with
For,
him deserve what they get.
Mm-hmm.
because this is my thing. If you do it, if you're supposed to be a reputable keyword, reputable
Reputable.
radio or company. Yes, thank you. Y'all know I'm a little hood. I grew up on the hood side of heaven.
Not the hood.
Anyways, you know I'm a little hood.
Not the hood side.
Um, yes, budget. Yes, budget. Doctor BB Zahara Bonet has recorded his live, and I'm
Yes.
gonna play that in a little bit. So
Yes.
make sure y'all thank her for recording that live. Also, League of Liars also posted it with commentary, but I'm gonna play the one without commentary so we can really deep dive into it. Um, but make sure y'all thank BB for that.
Thank
But
you.
Oh, I do my service when if I see the opportunity, I will take it.
and we definitely thank you for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so any one of y'all radio stations who do it, who if y'all are reputable, or however you say that damn word, because y'all know I'm a little ghetto.
Reputable. Reputable.
Whatever, I'm ghetto as
Oh, he
hell.
sound like,
Whatever.
oh, that's what
Reputable.
he's saying. Reputable. Okay.
Reputable. Reputable.
Y'all know. Listen, y'all know I'm ghetto. Okay, leave me alone. I'm ghetto. I can't
See,
pronounce all my words.
I kept saying reputable in my head. I'm like, that's not a word. And then like, how my little mind works, it's reputable. But all
Hold
right,
on.
go ahead, dear.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you, well, never mind. We'll talk about it when we get into the video. I don't want to spoil it. Everybody need to see it. If you,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, let's hold up on
Yes.
that. But
The way I hollered.
but yeah, I mean, if y'all are that word,
Reputable.
then yes, then you should be doing your research, and it don't take much
Mhm.
to research Andrew. Just put in Andrew, and you'll come up with a whole list of reasons why you should not hire him, why you
Exactly.
should not attach
Well,
yourself
first
to
of
him.
all, that's up to the company for doing background checks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're supposed
True.
to do. And background checks aren't just into your background to make sure you're not a felon, which he is, and well, soon to be. But they also do
And
social media. They also do social media
So
backgrounds too.
I have a question then. Talking about
okay.
background. So for Hot 104, right? So
Hmm.
Sis does have misdemeanor, and he has warrants and things like that. So I guess for me, I'm confused when it comes to like radio stations. Like they do background checks, but are how like when you fill out an application, I ask you had a felony or misdemeanor within so many years. So do they not care about stuff like that, or
It just probably depends on what it is or what the
what?
offense is for.
Well, even like the radio station, right? Okay, so we know he had a case for fraud, right? Insurance fraud. So
Hmm.
I would normally with insurance or fraud, period, they don't hire you for positions that deal with money. But just looking at the tickets and stuff, he has active warrants. I
Right.
never seen a company that will hire you for with an active warrant. So I think
Well,
that's why I'm
you
a little bit confused.
well with his in that case, what you have to remember is he also had Becky and other people
Well,
who
that's
were
true.
helping.
Right.
So it could have been
He had
that he
somebody vouch
was.
for him.
Hmm.
But
And
hold
two,
on.
like you said too, he's not dealing with any money. He's not dealing with, anything where he has access to funds or anything to that nature. So with fraud, I mean, I can see how they would allow
Well,
that because he doesn't have access to it.
well, even before Becky. So keep in mind, he just met Becky when he went here. So if anybody who was at Derek Green is the one who,
Hmm.
Yes, shy
recommended
girl.
was hired. So Becky wasn't in his corner, so maybe well, and I'm not gonna put this out there. This is all alleged, but I think ABC said something yesterday. Were they messing around or like why was Derek Green so adamant about hiring him in the first place? There's
Unless
other
he would,
people,
unless he had pressure from somebody else.
but he's the one. Even Shorty was like he's the one that came and was like he was trying to make that Gary with the T kind of
Yeah, but
But there's lots of other people in St. Louis that could have. So you could have
hmm
got the homeless person on the corner, and
basically they
it
got
would have
that
been a better.
sandwich and bag of chips from sis.
Exactly. So I guess that's my
Yeah. No, I
my
get it.
confusion. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're totally good.
But you're right
I
though.
mean,
I mean, he had help. He obviously had help
But what was
from
he doing
and,
to get that help?
and
well,
but that was
getting
the thing.
hands
Yeah,
on your
that's the
knees,
thing.
hands on your knees.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Basically, how he always gets help.
That's true.
I'm just
Because that's
saying.
the thing. He had help in coming in, and instead of doing due diligence and saying, "Oh, this may not be the best idea for us," because he already ruined one station.
Mm-hmm.
This person allegedly, and I ain't gonna put the banner up, but allegedly
Mm, allegedly,
has backdoored him in, and then once they backdoored him
Literally.
in,
Literally.
hello,
he's used to the back
hello,
door.
over and over again on that. And yeah, he that's when he slithered into certain people, Becky and the others, and
Mhm.
kind of latched on to people who he knew he that could do his bidding for him.
But white women love him for. I don't. I guess is it.
Because he's that token gay
Yep, I was just gonna say that.
black who can kiki with the girls and well, yes, honey, and girl, you look so good. He compliments them
He's
down
that
and
black friend that give them validation. Call it what it is.
That's
yeah,
a good way to put it.
yeah. So that's why he gets along with them, and they're older white women mostly, and anything to kiss ass and suck up to, so he can reap the benefits of their friendship.
AKA Becky. I mean not Becky, Gretchen.
Right.
Right. Which he is still in contact with.
Right.
He's trying to
And
slither
that's
right back
horrible.
into her wallet.
That's horrible.
And then
Hmm.
yeah. I still can't believe. Like I would think that that her kids would have some type of safeguard. Like y'all don't have any type of restraining order or no contact. I mean, they
Right.
didn't do their
Fuck
due
that.
diligence.
Fuck that. I'm just gonna pop my ass up there and beat your ass real
Well, that
good.
Basically,
too. That too,
that's
but
yeah,
you always want to have something in writing so you can
yeah,
pop up and whoop somebody's ass without
yeah,
going to
I
jail.
said, well, I told you I'm ghetto. I'm from the other side of the tracks. That's what I'm gonna do, and I let y'all asses do the correct thing. So that's why I got y'all in my circle, because y'all gonna be the ones to do the proper way, and I'm just gonna go over there and beat his goddamn ass. Allegedly, no
yeah.
threats of violence, but
Somebody needs
that's what
to.
I'm gonna do.
Yeah, we don't condone violence
Yes,
on
no
this. On
violence.
this. On
Let
this.
me put that back. That bed I will put up.
Are we gonna watch the video?
We are gonna watch the video.
Oh Lord.
It
My
has returned.
wait. My husband said. Wait.
Hey, what I'm doing?
Hold on, because she said she wanted to say something. Okay, well, your husband said what?
My husband said, "Why are you screaming?" I said, "Cause this he bitch is back online."
He rich.
He calls them glitter draws.
That's what he is. Look at him.
Hey,
Back to grilling on that nasty ass public grill.
what I'm
Ugh.
doing?
Is it going a little slow for y'all?
It's not moving.
It's not moving.
You may want to
That's some. It's gonna slow mine too. At least it stopped on the meat and not his face.
Well,
Lord.
while we're talking about waiting on it, that meat, that look like fried lizard.
Roadkill. That's fucking roadkill. He found that shit on the. That's fucking
Yep.
possum meat that he found on the side of the goddamn road.
That's
And
a snake he found on the
and
side of the road and picked it
skinned
up.
it because I ain't never seen no goddamn ribs
Rib
look
tips.
like that. Rib tips look like that, baby. Because first
And
of
them
all,
wings.
oof,
The wings were
Them
okay.
wings.
It was
No, they did not. No, they were not. They
fried.
look nasty.
It was the
no
fried snake that got me.
Barbecue.
barbecuing roadkill.
Okay, hold up. This shit all going slow. Hold on.
Oh Lord, you
Right.
you done broke the shit already.
Come on, internet
I
service.
done broke the shit already. Girl, it's Spectrum. Y'all know Spectrum sucks.
Oh shit. Yeah, I got that from
Hmm.
and the
I
T.
am so glad I don't live in a part of town where Spectrum is. I'd
Yeah.
rather
Listen, I have been so hard trying to tell these people, tell Google Fiber, please bring your ass here because I hear y'all is a whole much
You
better.
gonna have to, Remy.
AT&T
I'm gonna
fiber
tell
is
you,
good.
you gonna have to get a VPN to stop all that shit because Spectrum is one of those companies that monitor your activity. So if you got a VPN, I would turn that shit on, and you know, cause them motherfuckers is nosy.
Girl, that's why I wish I could do it on my damn phone because my phone don't be doing that shit because I got a VPN on the damn phone too.
Yeah, we got AT&T everything, but
Yeah, you do.
except the VPN. You do not.
Man,
Hey, word to y'all: if you get a VPN, do not get it from the same carrier that provides you your internet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
nope.
do not do that because they're
Norton has a
really
good
gonna
one.
monitor your shit.
That defeats the purpose.
Basically,
Right, hello. Norton has a really good
yeah.
and
Norton
VPN.
I
Express is it Express VPN?
I
Um,
use IP Vanish.
yeah, and IP Vanish. I was just gonna say that's another good one.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, AT&T fiber is. I've had it for the last couple. Well, since I moved to Atlanta, and I take that back because they didn't have it in my neighborhood, the first neighborhood, and they had it like 2 years after we
Mhm.
moved. So it's really really good. But I have it
That
here.
shit runs fast as hell. I be sitting
Mhm.
there working. I be like, oh shit. Normally my shit be spinning, but oh no, it's moving today.
Mhm. And then you get a free HBO Max if you have the high. I have the highest package, so I get free HBO Max or whatever it's called, Max.
Oh my God, that is
This is
snake.
bad.
That
That
is
shit. Look at the way it's curled up. Oh my
that is not. Those
Jesus.
are not ribs. Those are
And
not
Mm-mm.
ribs.
they look old. Look at all the blackness on them.
That's how we know it's not rib tips.
Yeah,
It's so not.
that
Someone gave
motherfucker
him.
went to that motherfucker went to the Winco and got that day old meat and shit.
Let's see why
Someone done
he.
gave that little idiot possum pussy.
That ain't even possum pussy.
Yeah,
Why does it
possum
got
don't
dark
even look
spots
like
on it
that.
like that? That's
Possum
nasty.
don't look like that.
Sure don't.
I wouldn't know. I'm from the city.
If you got
Seriously, I
game in
thought that was
the
octopus.
country. Yeah, that's a good one, Tier.
Not the octopus. My husband even
Rib
said,
tips
what
on
the
him.
fuck does he have on that grill? I said, he claims it's ribs. He said, ain't no
Yeah,
goddamn ribs.
There ain't no ribs I ever seen.
Not me
you
neither.
know
I
it.
want this.
Hey everyone, hello and hello to my.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Ooh, girl.
He still got them same struggle braids in.
This was not a long live, y'all. It was less than 2 minutes.
You might
I'm
have to
probably gonna
rewind it to the beginning and start over.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart. I just downloaded Chrome on my computer, so we gonna talk about it, and then I'm gonna take this down real quick, and we gonna talk while I redo that. Um,
So let's talk about why he look like he always looked 50, now he looks 70.
Cause he dirty.
He
cause
ain't
he been
shaved.
struggling, he
Them
been
braids,
stressing.
them
Honey,
the same braids that he
that
had
hair
since he got
tells the
fired.
tale. That hair tells the tale right there, okay?
He just keep putting
That boy has been that boy has been stressing, y'all, and you could tell it all in his face, and then his mannerisms. He has been stressing. He couldn't go live
Mm-hmm.
and spread his lies. He couldn't
Wait
walk
a minute.
freely.
Hold on. Wasn't he not supposed to go live no more?
That's a good question. That's what we
Correct.
were talking about the other night. And so ABC was like, well, he must have paid off his. Well, think about it, he only went live for 2 minutes. So
Right. Hmm.
And what he go live on Instagram most likely, where he could.
Instagram. Yeah.
And once you in that Instagram live, usually unless you save it, which he don't.
Yeah.
No one knows you went live.
Unless you caught that shit.
Hmm.
Sneaky hoe. And then he did it. It's the timing that he did it. It was like about 5:15, 5:30. Like, I guess checking the temperature to see if people still care.
And they don't.
We don't.
And yes, Tierra, that stress went straight to his face. And yes, he does have someone does have tea on him. That's why he's trying to slowly creep back in because he knows people is watching. And yes, he got blemishes, all greasy looking.
Ooh, them spots, honey. Then that dirt, but it's the dirt on the face. It's ugh. And
Um,
the women's joggers that he got on.
and Shar, Tiffany's case didn't shut him up. It more than likely hurt him, but it didn't shut him. That's not what shut him up.
Mm-mm.
Allegedly, there is
Allegedly.
some man that he was letting hunch on him behind the scenes,
Mm.
who he pissed off, and that man told him, if you get your ass on live and start popping your shit, I'm
Mm.
gonna sit here and I'm gonna blast you out. Allegedly,
Mm.
because after
Somebody,
that he went quiet. And
somebody
this is
needs
from
to
a
hoe out.
huh.
I said somebody needs to air that hoe out.
Hello. And if that person is watching this video and wants to give a tell all, even if it's anonymous, my email is remy72021@gmail.com. You can gladly slide in my inbox and I will keep you anonymous if you like.
Oh, we need all the tea, the coffee with the sugars and everything. We need it all.
And you can stay anonymous if you want to, but if you want to show your face and spread low and spread it wide,
Mm.
you are more than welcome over here. I will welcome you with open arms, sugars.
Lay low and spread wide, honey.
Hello. Because I care, hun. Maybe a
I
little bit
don't.
petty.
I don't.
Oh, I didn't say what I care about. I just said because I care.
Oh yeah, sis is definitely reaping the benefits of karma. Karma has definitely crept up on her ass.
This has been a horrible year for Andrew. Andrew, this has been a bad year for you, ugly.
But that's all his doing because he fumbled that bag, that radio bag. Nigga, you was
You-
making probably a decent salary, but you just couldn't keep your fucking shit in line. You wanted to go above and beyond and over, jealous of other people and what they were accomplishing outside of the radio station. So you wanted to plant the seed that they was messing around and doing this other extra shit, getting shit started, thinking you was finna be the queen at the top. No, it doesn't work that way. Should have read your
Now,
contract.
not read your contract. You should have just shut the fuck up and did your damn job and got the hell out,
Sitting there
knowing you
smacking
could barely read
and drinking your refresher Sies and sitting there funking up that little room and you like this
with
and
your girdle.
putting that fucking stupid ass mousse spray on your shit and it still look fucking bad. The fuck?
Now look at it. Like Shasha said, Tiffany's doing great doing her narrating job for them networks that nobody watching. Just a little shade. Shorty is over there still making millions, looking fine as ever. Hey, Shorty, how you doing?
I'm telling Poppy.
Tell him I said, hey, how you doing? I ain't say I want to fuck him.
Yeah, but the way you said, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how
He
you
a millionaire.
doing?
He a millionaire. I'm gonna say hello to every millionaire.
Hey, how you doing?"
Me and Poppy need a brand new house.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Cause see, I'm a real woman of the '90s. You take that money. You don't hunch nobody. You sit there and funnel that. You sit there and say, we gonna go to Ruth Chris's, and I'm gonna get your credit card number, and I'm gonna pass that money on to my real love, and we gonna be living real nice in our house while
That's
your
right,
money
shy
keep coming
girl.
in.
That's right, shy girl. Remy is for the streets, honey.
No, Remy ain't for no streets. Now let's be clear. Remy is a
Mm-hmm.
hustler. Remy knows how to make that money and funnel it back to the love of my life, so that way we can be living good. I ain't Felicia Blakely. That's what I'm not. Those who know.
Mm-hmm. But back to this waterhead asshole. Uh
Hey Tracy,
hey Tracy. Yeah, he fucked up all of his shit. And I said Karma's been whooping his ass and it's evident in that face.
it shows.
Yeah, they've been up for a while, Shar Shar.
Hmm. Who watches Steel Magnolias?
No, I was
Not
looking.
me.
No, this was a video on
Oh.
Facebook.
Yes, Remy knows how to hustle without having to pull a sister. Ain't nobody getting in between these legs and in this butt. No, you not.
Not out here hustling monkey.
Oh.
Oh.
Listen, my clothes stay on 24/7 when if it's not my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But my wallet stays open if someone wants to make a
See,
donation.
see who are me? You
Cha-ching.
notice the extra defending of one's
Mm-hmm.
character. You
Yep.
you notice that, right? Okay, because if you
That
ain't
hit
did
dog
shit,
holler.
if you ain't never did shit, ain't doing
First of
shit,
all,
and
hold
ain't
on now,
going
hold
through
on now,
shit,
hold on
then
now,
you
hold
want to
on
be
now, hold
over
on now.
explaining
No,
shit. You know what I'm
no.
saying?
What you're not gonna do is act like you ain't gonna be sitting there running over there trying to put 15 on two. You're not gonna do
I
that.
look. I put 10 on 20, and you added 30. So that's all I'm saying.
Lies, lies.
Mm.
I listen. I tell when I did some shit. I ain't did nothing. I said I'm gonna hustle some money so that me and Poppy can live wonderful. Cause I got caviar and lobster, the full lobster dreams. And if I got to go on a non-sexual date with somebody to get the money to funnel it back to my real life,
Spell
Well,
non-sexual.
well, hold on. Because remember,
me.
Sis was trying to school us and was talking about how these men will pay, just for a date. So
Mm.
I mean
Mm.
he did drop a little very minute, nugget to us.
Mm.
So
Listen, these niggas ain't loyal, but they show is tricks, and they will give you something for nothing.
I
So,
mean, if you want to give me $500 to go sit at the table with you and talk, I'll do it.
Mm.
hello. And that's when I sit there and go, cash in hand, please. And then when the minute you turn
Yeah,
around,
run me my
Papa, take
money
this money.
first. Run me my money first.
Hello. Oh, listen, I ain't no dumb hoe. I get the money up front in cash. And then I'm good and then I turn around and say, yeah, Papa, slip this in our account. That way this motherfucker can't say this shit big. Now what you say, Mr. Moneybags?
I'm sure my husband will even help me pick an outfit to go. Look,
Girl.
we are not
I don't
beyond
know about that because mine threw a whole fit when I told him I was going to start the OnlyFans for my feet. And so,
that. Yeah, that's yeah.
wait, he was like, my wife ain't finna be on no fucking internet. I said, I'm not showing pictures of myself. It's just my feet. He said, I
Mm-hmm.
don't give a fuck. I was like, but look, you
Girl,
understand?
because
It's like
nobody
this
want to
is
see Flintstone.
look. You know what, bitch? Screw you very much because this one bitch made over $250,000 off of feet pics on
Yeah,
OnlyFans by
I've
herself.
really been
That
thinking
shit
about
is
it.
lucrative.
For
The hell?
$14.99 a month, you can go on Feet Finder,
Thank you.
and I really
Yeah,
have
but
been
your feet
thinking.
gotta be cute.
No, that's not true.
That's
Some
not
people
true.
like rough. It takes all types. Okay,
They pay big money for you to sit there and videotape yourself having a pedicure.
that's just like on OnlyFans. Like my homeboy, he was taking like underwear and he would wear them and mail them off to people.
Wait a
Like they
minute.
would
Oh,
tell
that's
him
the old
what kind of
No,
underwear.
no,
that's the
no.
old thing.
This one girl, she made $650,000 selling her farts in a jar.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
She would fart
I
in a
ain't gonna go okay, so I ain't gonna go all the
seriously.
way into it
Yeah,
because
seriously,
it's
she would fart in a jar, and these motherfuckers would pay like $5,000, $6,000 or 500 to I think she said $500 to $3,000 for a jar of her farts.
Hey, you know what? I'll give you all I got if that's what you
Look,
want.
okay, if that's
I'm
what you
gonna tell
want.
y'all like this. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and this ain't what we supposed to be talking about, but we gonna talk about it for 5 seconds. My friend who is no longer hey, why is your face so ugly? My friend who is no longer with us, um, when she was alive, one time she told me she was telling me about her significant other, how he would pay for some shitty situations if you
Yeah.
catch my drift.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that one
I
next.
mean,
Yep.
in a bag, put it in a box, mail it off to you. I'm
they
like,
fly motherfuckers to Dubai for that shit.
People have some
mm-hmm.
weird kinks. Like,
Yeah, but that's where the money is. Like
mm-hmm,
people's fetishes, because we're gonna be nice on here and just say fetishes
mm-hmm.
because we ain't trying to get Remy
She gonna
messed
be
up.
nice. She gonna be nice, and I'm gonna
No,
be real and say that's nasty as hell.
because we're not trying to get your channel messed up. So we're gonna use the word fetish, okay?
Oh, I ain't gonna use the word, but you being nice. I'm saying y'all nasty as hell. Y'all nasty. You nasty. You nasty.
People's fetishes,
Disgusting.
but I'm saying there is money in people's fetishes. Like
Mm-hmm.
the fetish business itself is very lucrative
It
because
is.
of course it's something it's not of the norm. It's a secret, and so people get off on that stuff.
It's always been though. That's the thing. Like for
Yeah,
years, people. The thing
What
is,
did
people are
Destiny's
making
Child
more
say?
money because the internet. You can do anything, so it's more readily
right,
accessible. You
right.
find other people with with the same likes.
Likes, yeah.
In the words of Destiny's Child, you's a nasty,
That's
trashy,
true.
classless. You
Okay,
nasty. Put some clothes
but
on.
they may be nasty, but they pay big money for that
Getting
shit.
paid. Yep.
Well, I ain't getting that money, so I'm good. I'm sticking to what I said.
Well,
I'm not beyond anything at this point. The
you
way
know what I'm
the way
saying? A
groceries
bag is a
is.
bag. If you ain't look, if you have zero contact with me, if you don't know what
Mm-hmm.
I look like in real life, you have none of my personal information. I don't give
Don't
a
matter.
fuck.
Right.
I don't give
Well,
a
I know what
fuck.
both of y'all heifers look like, so what's up?
Well,
Well,
then that's fine.
I think that's our good friend from the Instagram who be watching Shamar. I think
yeah,
that's who that is.
well, let's just keep it real. That's where Shamar fucked up too, because Shamar is an entire fetish. There's
Thank
people
you.
who get off
Thank
on that.
you.
He could put his ass on OnlyFans if he hasn't had the common sense to
They
do
told
so already.
no, they told people used to remember they used to tell him to do OnlyFans.
That's
Remember,
what I'm saying. But that's what
and
I'm
he kept
saying.
dropping the ball.
If he would have did that, he wouldn't have to worry about not having money to live somewhere or have no place not to stay,
Mm-hmm.
because that shit would pay for itself. People get off on
Mm-hmm.
the weirdness, the people get
Different.
off the
It's just
difference.
different.
Yeah, I can't find the word. I'm sorry, but people get off on that. And that's like I said, like we just said, it's very lucrative. So he fucked up his
Mhm.
own bag.
But you know what? If he's willing to listen, he still has the opportunity to go on there
Yeah,
and
facts.
and honestly, it's the audience is white men
Right.
and white
Mm-hmm.
men. You know, they do some. You know how
Weird
much
shit.
money he can make on there, please.
I'm
And
gonna
their
tell y'all like
wives
this.
too.
And
Their
especially
wives
if you
play
charge, you
into
think
it.
about it, you charge anywhere from 14 to 20, was it 14 to $30 a month for subscriptions to
Well,
that
let's be
be
honest. Hold on,
I
let's be honest.
mean,
For Shamar, the moment has passed as long as he has Goldilocks with him. Goldilocks is going to forever stunt his growth for anything he wants to do. Because Goldilocks ain't got the goddamn brain to get anyone any kind of level up.
well, her ass stupid.
And
are you
Goldilocks
sure
ass
though?
stupid
Are
too.
you sure? Because it seems to me like ever since he's had
possibly
Goldilocks, that he's kind of been he's been a little booked and busy.
Mm.
he's booked. Let's talk about it. He's booked and busy doing what? Hole in the wall,
I mean, still
back door. No one.
he's doing something. He's
What?
not just
Okay.
sitting on big old
So
Facts,
bag.
when,
budget. Facts.
so hold on. When was the last time you seen him being booked for anything, even a hole in the wall that he was getting clowned at?
So let's see. He did the 20 versus one.
How long ago was that?
No, I'm just thinking of things he did. The classroom. Are you
No,
smart
I
enough?
get what you said. No, I know he did it. I'm talking about timeline wise. How long ago was his last real event that he did of any caliber?
I don't honestly know well, no, he did something. Was it supposed to be? What's today? Saturday. Was it like Thursday or Friday when he was in Milwaukee doing the something? This week he was doing something.
He has been very quiet, and I'm gonna show y'all this video that I want to eat with the tea, eat with the tea,
Did you
because
ever
this
get
tells a
that?
lot.
Oh.
Yes, I do, but I'm gonna segue back to that. Let me put that up. Let me put that up. Okay.
Let me see this one. It's on mute.
All right, hold on, wait. I think it's my other one, but what you're seeing? Oh, I know what it is. I muted on here. Y'all know I don't be on social media like that. So what you're seeing here, and I'm gonna dictate what y'all are seeing. Well, not seeing, according to this shit that don't want to damn work. Oh, bitch ass don't want me to be great. Ass shit. I don't know if y'all remember, but old girl from that reunion where they slung Shamar like a rag doll, where security slung
Mm-hmm.
him across the room.
Mm-hmm.
That girl he attacked, she ran up on Shamar, Goldilocks, and two other gentlemen that they were with.
Where?
Shamar, of course, just somewhere in Atlanta. I don't know.
Oh, okay, recently.
Um, yeah, recent. I think this is recent, according to I know E with the T posted this 3 days ago.
Okay.
If this damn video ever loads up, I could. Oh, that's why this damn shit, stupid ass shit. But so she called her with him. She came by. She said she came by herself. I don't know if she really was by herself, but she said she came by herself. And sorry, I was reloading. But she said she came by herself. Shamar ran his ass in that car like he always do. And Goldilocks was over it was on the ground talking to her. And Goldilocks was acting scared her damn self. Goldilocks was like she didn't want to do it. And the girl sat there and said, "Oh, glad you're all here. If you're, I think, okay, perfect. Let's highlight that." But so she was telling Goldilocks, "Bring me Shamar. It's for y'all, and it's just one of me. Bring him out. I want a piece of him because he attacked her. We saw he attacked her when he had all that security.
Was Karate amongst one of those people?
Karate chop is probably somewhere with that neighbor.
No, I'm talking about on his videos. He was on the video, right?
Karate chop was somewhere with that neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying.
I know. That's how I said. Mm-hmm.
Karate Chop is that's another thing we're gonna talk about too. But it was literally Shamar, Goldilocks, and two other dudes. Why this shit is not playing right now? It's pissing me the fuck off. Um, Shamar ran his ass in there. Goldilocks was trying her hardest not to get too loud, not to go up a certain decimal, because she was scared of that girl. And then she ran her ass the fuck back into that goddamn shit too. She ran her ass back into that damn car too. Let's see. Old girl was better than me because I would have bust the window in that car, made them get the fuck out. I I'm hood like this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not really sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm hood like this. If I'm sitting there, if I pull up on you after you attack me and you don't want to fight me, but you want to run in the car, I'm gonna be busting on the windows because you gonna get out and fight me.
We know the only reason why Shamar was all bark and no bite is because that was a
Security,
controlled environment, right? He knew that
of
he wasn't
course.
gonna be able to get to her, but I'm sure
Oh,
he didn't anticipate. Because I ain't gonna lie, people from Atlanta are ruthless. Like they don't
mm,
on here. Like they will, they will f you up and ask questions later. Like really, they'll run your ass over on the side and push you to the side and try to fight you. You have to be careful down here.
that's what Shamar needs, as quiet as kept.
But this isn't the first time we've seen him get beat up before. You know, somebody drug him out of a car before and beat his butt. So
This
he
shit. See
and
the
then
problem, and oh, go ahead.
I'm saying if he over there, like I think ABC said he was over like in Riverdale, they damn sure ain't gonna play with you over there. That's the hood.
Well, he always loved to claim that he loved to be in the hood.
Well, that's definitely where he is. South
That
Atlanta.
girl, but that girl showed they pull up on his ass,
So who
pulled
was the
up quickly. Who was who?
it's changed, shot girl. It's rough down here. I mean, I don't know how it was in the 90s because I moved here about what, 8 years ago, something like that. And these people down here don't play. But who was the girl in that pink bathing suit? Was that Goldilocks?
The one that kind of looked like the butt was hanging out.
Yeah.
That was the girl he attacked at the
Okay.
reunion.
That was her. Okay, I was trying to.
Goldilocks is the one was the one with the cornrows and the short and the jean shorts on.
Is she heavy set?
She's not fat, but she's not skinny. She's kind of thickums.
Okay. Yeah, Shar. ATL. Here's what I tell people. There's ATL and then there's Georgia, right? But Atlanta, if you live in Atlanta, you're either really, really, really poor or really, really, really rich. There's no in between. Most of us live outside of Atlanta because you do not want to live in Atlanta. Um, yeah. Even Buckhead,
My
like
internet.
Buckhead is trying to venture off into its own city. They denied it, but they wanted to branch off away from Atlanta because Atlanta is primarily black people, whatever. But yeah, it could be rough in Atlanta. I don't go to Atlanta by myself. My husband has to be with me. I don't go. I don't venture into Atlanta by myself. But I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out who was
No, you
who.
good, baby.
Hmm.
You are
Well,
100% good.
all bark
I'm
and no
trying to
bite.
do my internet is my spectrum is being spectrum right now, so I'm trying to get this shit to work too. So that's perfect that y'all kind of took over, but
Yeah,
plus I probably.
I well, can we talk about Karate Chop then? So
Mm-hmm.
since we're waiting on it, so we were talking about him and the neighbor. So when Shamar was in that car going off,
Mm-hmm.
where he was in Florida, right? When he was upset with Karate going out,
Calling him
going,
insecure and whatnot.
yeah, was he in Florida when all of that happened? Is that where he was?
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was because he kept saying when I get back, when I get back. So I think he was in Florida.
So what does he think? Like, I,
What
I
you
don't
girl?
say.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I hope it don't come off snappy because I love you. But sis, what the hell you think he thought? Come on,
Yeah,
now,
I
you
understand that.
intelligent.
I know, but I couldn't understand what he was rambling about in that car. Like, what was he upset about? That's what I couldn't understand. Because he was just
Correct,
doing,
I called him insecure.
You said what?
Karate Chop called him insecure.
Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is,
Mhm.
you're in a relationship, right? Any relationship, even like I'm married. Hell, and I can't be with my husband 24/7. And I just have to trust that when he leaves this house, that he's doing what he needs to do. I mean, my thing is, you can't stop any man from doing what he gonna do, right? Or any
We'll
person.
see the. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me pump the brakes right there. First of all, even what you're saying is 100% valid. First and foremost, but see the difference is your husband loves you.
Well,
Your
yeah,
husband cares for you.
you make a valid point. I already know where you're going. You make a
Thank
valid.
you.
He is definitely with Shamar for what Shamar can do for him. I think really he's with Shamar for security. Definitely not for love, for sure. Well, I
I
don't
wouldn't
even
even say
think.
secure. Well, it depends on what kind of security you're talking about. I say financial security.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
So,
about. Financial security. Like he knows that Shamar is gonna go out there. Shamar is gonna be the man and the woman.
because if you notice that we all know Karate Chop has at least one active warrant for not checking in, for missing his court date. Well, two then actually, because he ain't checking in with his PO and he didn't go to court. So he's already on. He's technically on the run at this point.
So we
Basically, he's on the
we,
run.
we validated that he does have an active warrant.
I believe ABC. I could be wrong, so don't quote me, but I believe
Allegedly.
ABC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but he missed his court date, so it's not really alleged. If you miss your court date
Yeah,
and
that's true.
there's nothing to back it up, there's going to be a warrant out for your arrest by the next business day. And his court date was back in August.
Here's my thing. I'll say this about DeKalb County. That is probably the worst. Ugh. They're probably the worst, and they're not gonna look for him. They have other fish to fry that are more important, and they're definitely not going to take the time to look for him when they can't even answer the phone and get to your house in a set amount. That's like the biggest complaint that DeKalb County has. They're never on time, so I don't foresee them going after him and trying to look for him.
So they may not go after him per se immediately, but
Eventually,
let's
yes.
yeah, let's be honest. This is Shamar we're talking about here.
Yes.
Shamar is known to self-destruct, and the fact that he hasn't self-destruct yet, it's only a matter of time.
Yep.
Shamar's going to do something, and something that's probably going to be with his neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
and they gonna call the cops,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when it's all gonna come out, and Karate Chop's gonna get locked up.
If the neighbor don't beat his ass first.
It might be all of the above.
Yeah, that too. Beat his ass and then get evicted and then your boyfriend get arrested. That's a nasty combination.
It is a money relationship. It definitely is. So
Mm.
this is the thing, but because this is the thing. So for those of you who don't know, and if that's E with the T, you are more than welcome to come on up and chit chat with us, because I'll be missing some shit because I have been booked and busy. Um, so basically, Shamar, when Shamar was doing his nice little ramble about Karate Chop it's calling him insecure. The whole thing was Shamar was mad because Karate Chop has been going out to the bar with this neighbor when Shamar was gone. Karate Chop and the neighbor have been real friendly, and they have not included Shamar whatsoever.
Is this neighbor a woman or a man?
A woman.
Okay.
Shamar, no, Shamar cannot fight, but Shamar gonna get online and claim he do, and then in person he gonna act like a scared puppy, trembling either in that apartment or in a car. Yeah, I remember when LaShawn popped up to his mama's apartment. He was scared to open the damn door more than a crack. But sorry, y'all, I'm eating a fruit snack because y'all know I'm a little.
You know what? That's what
I,
I'm telling my husband about now. I was trying to get him to stop his sprouts and get my fruit snacks. uh,
but yeah, so Shamar basically So that Shamar is like really, really not happy. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah.
What's your song?
So jean shorts is Goldilocks. Pink bathing suit is the girl who was at the reunion. The audio is kind of wonky, but you're not really missing none of the talk. Basically, Goldilocks is trying to get deflect so Shamar can stay in the car. We may not be able to finish these videos because my internet is just
Oh, I see.
Spectrum sucks,
Goldilocks
y'all.
now. Okay, I see Goldilocks, and then the girl in the pink is the one who was running up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait a minute. So why would she just be in a bathing suit? Like, were they at the park or something? Where is this taking place?
I don't know where this took place. Let me see if
I thought it was
if E
apartment
said where. It looked like they were in an apartment complex. Maybe they were at a. They're definitely at an apartment complex. It looks like they might have been. Well, she's in the bra and panties, so I don't know. Maybe she just called. Maybe that she just got the word and jumped up. I don't understand why she's half naked and everyone else isn't.
She's in a bathing suit with no shoes on. In Atlanta, go crazy.
I don't know why. I honestly don't know why she's. I don't get it. I muted the sound because that distortion sounds just irritating me. But this is the second part where Goldilocks is once again just like trying to deflect, and Shamar's there. Shamar don't want to fight. Shamar's this. But now this is my problem, and I'm gonna let y'all commentate after I finish. Goldilocks, Kayla, failed rapper who's now a manager, who's failing at being a manager, who's now playing bodyguard badly. The problem I'm having with you is for somebody who is always about that action. You always swear when you're in a car with your sisters that you about that action. You ready? You get popping on anybody. You will pop anybody. You'll do this. You'll do that. You'll do da. Why you ain't pop her? Because she was in your face. She wasn't having a problem directly with you, she was in your face. That was your moment to do your big one, sis. That's when you should have hauled off and just socked them one good time. But see, that's the problem, Goldilocks. You are just like Shamar. You're all bark and no bite. You're a punk too. So that
I
is
don't
the
know how
problem
I
I
did
have
it.
with you.
I don't know how I did it, but I'm on here twice.
I don't know either. Let's take one down. Hold on. Let's take the one you're not talking about.
Okay, wait a minute. I think I made one go away.
No, that was the other thingamajigger. That was a
Yeah, I
big
made
video.
one go away. Yay!
No, I made that go away, sis.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yes, Jamar, the whole thing is Goldilocks. If you're gonna be about that action, Goldilocks, especially because you knew who you signed up to quote unquote manage, girl, you're gonna have to fight his battles too, because he's gonna put you in them situations every single time. What you gonna do? Run every time?
Yeah.
Like y'all can't both be punks.
Did the video show him running to the car?
No, he was already locked up in
Oh,
the
he was
car,
already in the car.
door
Okay.
shut.
Gotcha.
I would love to see him sidestep into that car.
They don't get the good stuff on the video.
No, they definitely don't. But thank you, E with the T, for even getting what you got, because
Yeah,
I would have never seen it.
we appreciate that. That's funny.
But yeah, like he just kind of he was already in the car. The door was locked. there was two men who was kind of like not pushing the girl away, but kind of like
Oh,
blocking.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Goldilocks is standing there trying to use her gift of gab to block the girl off, and I'm just like, girl, call it a wrap.
Let him fight. You fight for him. You're the manager. You supposed to be squaring up.
I'm just saying that he side. I would love to see him sidestep
I bet you
with that. With
Carlos would have squared up.
oh, Carlos would have been ready to fight, and then said, okay, now we need to make some money. Get that makeup on there on them bruises, and let's go because we got money to make. Come on now.
Yeah. I wish he would call Carlos or Carlos will call him and try to help him. I think that would be. I think that if Carlos really kind of took on Shamar, I think he would get a little. Now, of course, he's gonna like you said, Shamar's gonna sabotage himself. But I think that would kind of help him step his game up. But yeah, he
I
is
don't
gonna.
know. I don't. While that would be great for Shamar, I don't want Carlos to do it. Carlos already had one bad experience with Godzilla and Radio's little cousin. No, Carlos needs to, at this point, since we now know the truth about Carlos and know that Carlos really wasn't the bad guy, the villain that he was portrayed to be, that we thought he was. No, if Carlos is going to do this again, Carlos needs an artist of whatever specialty they want to be in, who's going to really be ready to work.
So who do you think that's up and coming would be a good fit for Carlos right now? If you look at like all the up and coming viral people, who do you think will be? Do you think there are any good fits? I guess that's the first question.
That I can think of off the top of my head. No,
Okay,
no,
because I only think of begging people. That's all I can think of in my
and
mind.
that's why my answer is a hard no.
Mm.
There's nobody going viral for doing something viral these days. It's going viral for begging.
Right, of course.
Now, Carlos, now if you want to sit here and put me up on the TV show and put your money up, and I let you break some money off while we make money together, because best believe we can make money together. You ain't gonna be taking all my money. But if you want to make money together, I will gladly let you work with you, and I ain't gonna dog you out like that. If we
Yeah.
don't work out in the future, I know how to shut my mouth and say, me and Carlos made magic, and now we decided to go separate ways. But we are very very good. I love Carlos, and he is an amazing person. And if you're an up and coming artist, you go holler at Carlos because he gonna put you all over the United States in the hood.
Y'all gonna have a real contract.
Yep.
A real contract.
Exactly. And I'm
Yeah.
going to my lawyer in the morning, and I'm gonna have him look over it, and we gonna make our revisions, and we gonna work it out like adults.
Yep. That's true. Like we're just going our separate ways because we're on different paths. Nothing
Right.
I'm still gonna be there if
Right.
he needs me or whatever, but
It's
that's how.
it's business.
And you know what though too? I know we're kind of segueing into Netta and them, but I really feel like Carlos wouldn't have went off like that if Netta hadn't opened that big
Oh,
mouth of
oh yeah.
his.
Oh, of
She
course.
shot that. Yeah, she opened up that big monster trap and let all that hot ass air out, and now they are where they
Mhm.
are.
No, and think about it. Nobody's working with them. Who has actually
Nobody.
volunteered to go and like been knocking down their door to help them?
Nobody.
Do 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 do
You
do.
you mess with Carl,
Do
mess up his thing,
do
then you get on
do.
the Auntie's Tea show and you cause confusion amongst the host. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
nobody wants to. Nobody wants to deal with that. Like it's too much.
Nobody.
Now you at home making lunch again and talking about them nasty ass seasons because that's
Charles,
what you got.
Wait. Charles is cooking now, ain't he?
I don't even watch him anymore. I think
Yeah, I think the
I
last
don't
one
know
I
because
watched was
last time I seen Joe Robinson and his bumps and lumps was
yeah.
throwing that undercooked chicken in there for
Uh,
5 minutes and took it out after 4 minutes
we was watching
and sat there and was going to serve
because
that salmonella chicken.
that motherfucking grease was too goddamn high, and she had on that bread, and the bread cooked and the chicken didn't.
He.
yeah, we was watching it together. Remember Elmo? And we was like, this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Just drop all the chicken in the basket.
That oil look like
She's
mud.
trying to kill somebody. She's just trying to kill that man. I'm
That
convinced.
that oil was looking like mud, clay
What was
mud.
what's it called? Hold on. What's it called when what okay, y'all remember y'all know the Gypsy Rose story, right? I know
Yeah.
y'all know the okay. Don't you
Mm-hmm.
think that's kind of what Netta's doing to Charles, allegedly? Like
Yes,
Mm-mm.
she's making
yes,
him, feeding him shit and
yes,
like mm, it's giving
yes.
very it's to me it's giving very Munchausen Proxen syndrome. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's giving very
Eminem disease. Yep.
I need to keep him sick, or I need to keep him some kind of way so he don't leave.
Sprinkling that food
And
in that food.
right,
Quiet as kept. Radio's little cousin is already
put
halfway out the door as it is.
putting pine
Mm-hmm.
sol and shit in the fucking food under
Sprinkling sugar in the
sugar
flour. That's what somebody
flour and shit.
was saying.
Yes.
Sprinkling sugar. That's sugar, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
And so I
Cause
have the perfect idea.
what's the name? You can't taste that. It ain't got no taste. But we will talk about that on another live.
Girl,
That's
hello. Netta got the same humbleness, just like her niece right now. He just trying to find something to stay
that.
afloat. That's true.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I got the perfect idea, y'all. I got the perfect idea. Carlos, I know you don't want to work with Holiday Heart and Radio's slow little cousin again,
Mm-mm.
but listen, but just hear me out, Carlos, and make sure you credit me because I don't want to be like Nikki Gilberg and be fucked out my money
Well,
allegedly.
supposedly.
That bitch like to sue allegedly. Nikki
Allegedly.
Gilberg. I ain't got nothing, Nikki Gilberg. Don't sue me. I ain't got nothing.
But
I'm
you know
broke.
what?
Remember?
You make the perfect point because now think about it. Ever since he's not been their manager, they've been back in that trailer and they haven't
Mm-hmm.
been anywhere. Like, what meet and greet have they done? What appearance?
Right.
Like, my thing is
For
this:
$20.
if it were me, I would take a lot of that stuff that Carlos taught them, and I would play like
Yes.
I would go show up in the
Yes.
club. I would just go. Me and Charles would be in the club, and we would come and like because if you'll come and they'll call your name, put you in in the bar.
Right.
I would be making those
See,
opportunities.
this is the
You got but
problem.
wait,
This
but you got a perfect point right there. Who I mean, if Netta was truly absorbing and
Mm-hmm.
grateful for what that Carlos has done for her, she would take them same things that he did while he was managing her and apply it now.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't be missing no money. That she would still get her bags. They'd still be doing this and that and that and this. But you felt like you were Beyonce
The
and
big
everyone
head.
was underneath you, and so
Mm-hmm.
therefore you started burning bridges along the way. I'm pretty sure makeup
Mm-hmm.
artists really don't want to fuck with her, and
Yep.
I'm pretty
no.
sure that because they're getting paid, and or either if they're doing their service by favor to Carlos or whomever, that's how she's getting her makeup done, because whoever does her wigs hates her.
He,
I said it.
him.
The makeup and stuff.
Hates
That's
him.
free advertisement. So
Right, but why would I put my name on that?
yeah, I wouldn't either. Like, look at Tones by Coco. We
Yeah.
ain't seen Tones by Coco since.
Right.
We ain't seen the
Because
what is it?
Coco's tone say goodbye.
The
No,
little
cause
dildo company, Hi
yeah,
Kitty. We ain't
yeah.
seen Hi Kitty
They
either.
probably said, ma'am, sir, please stop promoting our shit. That's not what it's for. Thank
But
you.
that's what they get for even asking to promote. Like, why would you ask
Right.
Netta
But
to promote your? Ugh,
yeah, but my whole thing is
that's
still like if she was humble and if she was
He,
receptive to what she
him,
was. Okay, stop.
his.
Stop. So if Netta was, because that's throwing me off and I got a bit of a headache. Um, if Netta was really humble, and I mean you're getting into this business, you want to learn how the business goes.
mm-hmm.
You want to sit there and you want to be a bit of a sponge and kind of
Mm-hmm.
absorb,
Yep.
okay, damn, this is how he handled that situation. So what if something happens, or what if we decide to move on? Can we handle this ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
See, maybe that's just me. I'd be sitting back observing, okay, this is how that's done. This is how, okay, so if this ever comes up, then I'll need this for that and that for this. And then that way, if I need to part ways with my management, I can be able to stay afloat. I can still be able to get me a bag and pay my bills.
You know what? You're right, BB. Because the thing is, they really, to be honest with you, They don't need a manager. Like all that stuff, you could go get you a contract off of with LegalZoom and wordsmith it, and you really don't need a manager to do that. That's simple stuff that you can do on your own. Now, maybe when you get bigger, like when you start actually making these big appearances, like I'll say this, like Wildin' Out, for example, like something like that you need an attorney to kind of look through,
finagle that because of your likeness.
Small stuff. You can handle that on. You really don't need a manager. That's just lazy. That's all it is. That's lazy.
Right. Well, here's the issue. The issue is Netta felt like she was already at that top tier status that she'd have people underneath her doing that stuff for her.
That's true.
That's the problem. Netta, whatever. Netta never, worked Netta's way up to that kind of status.
That's true.
Netta just felt like, okay, well, I'm the Beyonce, and they can just. You seen that one video? She was like, "Well, I'm the artist. They can wait for me." No, they can't wait for you, ma'am.
Not when their money is at stake. If you say, damn it, you here. You need to be here at 6:45.
If your ass supposed to be on stage at 7:15, and hollering that dumb shit, then at 7:11 and 22 seconds, your ass better be waiting backstage.
If you 15 minutes, I tell my daughter all the time, if you arrive on time, you late.
Yep.
So I'm gonna correct you just a little bit. It's coming from someone who worked in that kind of environment where it was timed events. If you are a person who has a standing, and I'm talking, and I'm gonna go a little low ball, even though I know she's not necessarily a low ball, but I'm talking like the Trinas, the Sukianas, the Fantasia, anyone from those levels. I know, and those are all different levels. Any of those levels, yeah, you can show up a little late.
No,
you do.
No.
No. Hold on. No, listen.
I get what you're saying, but no, you can't because that's how you.
No, I'm not saying. Right? No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you need to be late all the time. But I'm saying if you're gonna be late, because listen, I think I don't know if I said it publicly, but when I was working for the venue I was working at, Fantasia was not exuberantly late. I will put that. I definitely want to make that crystal clear. She was not exuberantly late. It was a very reasonable lateness. I think it was under like 5 minutes. She was late though.
Yeah.
She didn't walk into the building until it was time for her to walk on that stage, and that was even after the DJ was given a little bit extra time because she was not in the building when she was supposed to be in the building.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean by that. That's okay. It's okay if you're on those levels. You can do things like that.
Because she's a known. They're known.
She's a known artist.
That's my point, and that's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
You can do that when you're on those levels because a Trina has made it, a Sukiana has made it, Fantasia has made it. But hold on, let me finish real quick. Netta, you have not made it. So if you have any kind of event where you are being paid to be the talent, you need to be there a couple of hours in advance, especially if you're gonna be on a microphone, because you gotta do sound check.
Right.
And so there's no point in you going and doing sound check and leaving. You go there, you do your sound check, and then you chill in the green room, wherever that green room is.
Right.
Because you are not an established artist of any caliber. Nope. Okay, go ahead.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even Trina said it on Love and Hip Hop. She said even if it's 2 people in the audience, they still deserve a good show. They deserve you to be there on time. They deserve you to have your shit together and ready to go. Now, again, Trina's been doing this for years. Netzilla and Joe have not. But she thinks that she is an established artist. Ma'am, you can barely sing.
And that's why Netta is still in a double wide that he does not own, and Trina and the Sukianas and all them other ones. That's why they are where they're at.
Yeah,
he's gonna continue to be until he can put his business cap on.
Yeah,
he won't. He's gonna continue, and the same thing until Charles or Orlandis, whatever his name is, can break free from. Because honestly, and I think ABC has said this, Charles could really go on and do something different. Like his streaming and stuff. He has another talent. Netta has nothing except for Netta. Charles, your lunch is ready. That's it.
Cooking that nasty ass food.
There's no acting. We've seen all those old scripts of Netta acting. Like
they put me to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just, and that's my point.
Yeah,
like there's nothing for him to do. if anything, Netta should be trying to help Charles build his platform on Twitch or wherever, whatever streaming platform he is, and making money that way.
Right. But Netta got that whole, and I'm trying to be respectful to people. Stop laughing at me, Remy. I'm trying to be
No,
respectful
I'm
to
not.
people's
No, I'm sorry. I'm not
comments.
laughing at you. I'm laughing at at this comment and that I want to highlight so bad, but
Not damn.
This is true though. Like
Yeah.
really, that I would wait on Dookie for 10, maybe even up to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
But you know that bitch gonna put on a show. But anyways.
exactly. Yeah.
But like I said, Netta is, I mean, he is his own worst enemy. Let's just be real.
Yep.
Nobody getting on, okay, this is not content. Getting on TikTok live and going, until I get 10,000 people to come out, I'm not telling y'all the tea, honey. People not falling for that shit no more.
mm-mm.
T, we already
Hell,
heard.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I
You
don't.
sit
I don't mean
there
to
and you
cut you off.
wasting, yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to piggyback off what you just said right there, real quick. Even me doing these lives, and I'm gonna start off by saying I love and appreciate every single one of you guys who watch it live and who watch on the replay. I genuinely love you guys. But even me, I come on sometimes when I do it, and this I've always felt this way. I ain't never said it, but I'm saying it this one time, and I'm gonna try not to say it ever again. Sometimes I'll be on here like, well, damn, y'all asses be coming in late, but y'all show up, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep stressing it. But I'm like, damn, y'all come in late a little bit, but I'm not gonna sit here. Well, where them numbers at? Where them numbers at? Y'all ain't here yet. Y'all ain't gonna start this because y'all come in.
People in here. We need to get it to 10. We need to get it to 10, or I ain't telling y'all nothing. But then, bitch, you get to 10 and you still don't fucking say shit, bitch.
Yeah.
So that's the shit that pisses me off as a viewer. Like, you telling me, okay, you get everybody hyped up, like you got this big secret or this big shit you finna
And then you
tell.
never tell it.
And then or you just fumble the whole fucking live. So I ain't telling y'all nothing because y'all don't want to give me what I want. Nobody cares for that shit. See,
Or
but
then
the thing
it's
is,
the
they
whole
gotta get
the numbers
in
is
order
low. The
to
numbers
check.
is low.
Yeah, I'm convinced in order for them to get any type of check from TikTok, they gotta hit a certain view number.
They
Hey,
do.
does and I don't watch Netta and them enough to know this, but do they ever ask for cash apps?
No,
Okay.
no.
No, they solely go off of
Roller
the the platform's rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's one positive if you.
Well, see, then the other thing is with them is when you're multi-streaming.
Yeah.
And for anyone who do not know what multi-streaming is, it's when you're streaming on multiple platforms at once. When you're multi-streaming, you are supposed to engage both or all of your streaming platforms.
Correct.
You don't put one on. You don't multi-stream and ignore one completely and only engage with one. No matter what you're getting paid out. I don't care if you're making millions on one and hundreds on the other. You
Look,
sit there and give the both of them the same amount of attention.
sis taught you that.
Yes, true.
Mm-hmm.
Sis taught you that. Sis be on Facebook and Instagram, but
And
at
YouTube.
least sis will, try to turn to each one
Mm-hmm.
and give each one, amounts of time or what have you.
Hey,
But
Instagram, I forgot you on Facebook. I see you up there on YouTube.
right. But that's how
Mm-hmm.
you can keep your audience engaged. Because if you're on Instagram Live, but you streaming on Facebook and YouTube, but you ain't saying shit to the YouTube people, you could have 10,000 people on YouTube and 1,000 on Facebook and maybe 200 on Instagram. I'd be like, look, YouTube, what's good? What's going on? Keep yourself. You're supposed to keep yourself engaged with every single one of your platforms and your
Mm-hmm.
audience.
That's what Mighty Joe Young does not do, because again, sometimes what everyone will do, and we've seen it on our own lives where I might be streaming and didn't know Didi was going live. Sometimes we'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go over there real quick, but I'm gonna still come over here and I'm gonna double back. So you don't know who's in your audience. And hell, you don't see with someone like Joe who clearly has a little bit of a reach, not much because they saw that double wide. You don't know if the person you need who's gonna take you further than what Carlos could take you is in that audience. But now you're ignoring them.
Yeah.
And if I'm someone who's sitting there trying to put you on and you're ignoring a key group, I ain't gonna sit there and try to hang out with you no more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a problem.
You know what? I'm gonna say it like this, and this happened. I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but Labor Day is always like Gay Pride Weekend here in
Hmm.
Atlanta, and there's been a lot of controversy about NLE Chopper. I don't know if y'all
Oh
know who.
Lord Jesus, I
Now,
know exactly what you're talking
the
about.
only reason that I know who he is because I have kids. If I did anyway, so NLE Chopper performed down here in Atlanta at one of the gay pride events.
Okay.
And people have been really ranking on him about it. But I like what he said. He said, look, basically, my music is across all audiences. He said,
Right.
and if it wasn't for the LGBTQ community, they're my listeners too. I may not have, a bigger presence as I have, especially with this latest song that he had out. He said, so I have to be, respectful and,
Right.
and acknowledge them as well. But, it's really sad because a lot of people are talking about, oh, he coming out, he gay. No, no,
No.
no. He
No,
just
well
knows
this
he has to
hold
target
on,
all audiences.
Right.
flag on that play, and I'm gonna tell you why he's getting the flag he's getting, and it's very much warranted. This is why I appreciate him for trying to be inclusive. He did it all wrong, and he did everything he gets. He earned good, bad, and in between because he did that when he did that paper rolling out magazine. He went on Instagram and he sat there. He made a post saying, "I'm coming out." Dot 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 dot.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
let it
remember.
ride. He let people he queer baited because he let people sit there and think that he's come that he means that he meant he's
Well,
coming out the closet.
I,
And then and then after all of that happened, I guess after all of the hype died down, that's when he said a new song. And
I
again, he never once did it.
I don't see it that way though, because me and my
Yeah.
daughter were talking about it. I didn't see it that way. I'm coming out does not necessarily mean I'm
You mean
coming out
he's
the
coming
closet.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like people need to
It's
stop
so
that.
it's the play. No, it's the play on it. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's the play
Well,
on it
here's the thing.
because
Okay, then hold on. Hold on. Then that's marketing.
Right.
I'm coming out. He's bringing people attention. Hey, I'm finna come out with something. I'm coming out, and people are going to assume that
Yeah,
he's meaning he's
ask
coming out,
soon. Ask soon.
or it could be. How many times have people done that? I'm coming out, and then, or I'm coming out with this, or check me out on this. I got a big announcement, and then when you get there, it's something completely different.
Right. That's my whole thing.
so
Everything is not about and I think
normally I would agree with that, but in this case, I don't know how deep y'all are into him. I know. I think it was who I mean said she only really knows about it because she has kids.
no, I only know about NLE Chopper because he has
Right.
kids. Now,
Right.
of course I'm forced to know more than I probably want to know, but like my daughter really loves him. And we've actually gone to see him in concert here before as well. So
So
I feel like to me, I'm coming out. People got to stop that. Like, stop making
it,
everything about
Can't assume
one
that it's
audience.
about.
Yeah.
so no, the thing where it comes at and this is what I'm seeing from what I the little bit I don't really know him either, but I know I see it in the media. It even leading up to it, it's been a lot of like suspect things that he was saying and doing, and it was kind of like when Lil Nas X first came out, and it was like, are you trying to tell us something? Like, what are you really trying to tell us about? Like, what's going on? You doing a lot of things that solo. It's like, okay, y'all are reading too much into it. Together, it's like, what's your real agenda?
So let me kind of be devil advocate here. So what if he was saying I'm coming out, and with all the flack that he got, maybe what if maybe he wanted to come out, and then he got all this flack, and maybe that's the reason why. And I'm not saying this is true, but maybe this is
Mm-hmm.
why he didn't come out the closet because of all the shit that he got from everybody. Like,
Well, I was now from what I seen because I was reading the comments. If he was coming out and saying that he was anywhere in the Rainbow Coalition, it would have been a lot better for him because there was more support of him.
What if he wasn't?
Well, no,
but if
that's
he wasn't
no,
though,
he's not. No, he's not. He was not. It was not a sexuality coming out. He was using it. He was playing on it because he knew people wanted it. People wanted him to say he's coming out that way.
People play on words all the time, though.
right? I'm
But
gonna have
the thing is, it was targeted based off his actions surrounding it.
So why can't we just appreciate what he did? Like instead of breaking it down. And this is just
Right.
purely for conversation. Why can't we just appreciate? Because think about it. What other artist was gonna come and perform at Gay Pride? What
Bootsy
other
Bad
big
so the fuck
There was a
out.
lot of people. Well, I ain't going down that road because y'all know we got some Boosie fans. I ain't doing that.
But I'm just saying, I'm just using him as an example. He's
Yeah.
not.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. But this is the thing. So Fetty Wap,
Blueface wouldn't
I
if
don't
he
know.
was free.
Anyways,
You
I'm
said
just
Fetty
saying.
Wap what?
yeah. Anyway, I'm going back to Fetty Wap because y'all trying to set me up.
No, we not.
No,
We're just.
No. I'm laughing.
Oh, but I
That
mean,
was a
seriously,
y'all trying to set me up with laugh. That wasn't like a ooh. That wasn't like a ooh. You trying to get me in trouble. That
I'm just,
it was kind of like. But
I'm just
this
looking
is
at.
what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. I don't know if y'all remember. This was a couple years ago, before the panorama, where Chris Brown had that whole hoopla because he was supposed to be performing at a Pride event that he thought was gonna be only lesbians, and and then it turns out it was men in the audience too, and he was all mad and all. Wait, do y'all remember that? Yes, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this was a couple years ago. Um, Long story short, it's just like I said, Chris Brown was supposed to be in Atlanta, singing at some, performing at some lesbian club for a Pride event. And I guess the promoter or whoever was in charge told him it was gonna be only lesbians, only
That's
women.
on the promoter.
And no, I'm not. Listen, if he got bad information, that I do agree that was not on him. However, he was getting flack because he said, "Oh, since there's gonna be men in the audience, I ain't doing no more. I'm pulling out. Don't put me on there. Whatever."
So what's wrong with that? I guess is my
No,
question.
there's nothing wrong. No, I'm not.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So where I'm that's a lead up
Okay, gotcha.
because you said who's gonna do it. Anyway, I jumped right in with no questions. That he said last
But
minute
Fetty
dropped
Wap
everything
don't get that
he could do.
bad.
Some
But
people just don't
that's my
care.
point. It's
Some
That's
the
the
people
point
thing.
don't
is,
Some
care.
people don't care.
But here's the
but see, the
thing.
point is, you got people who will do it.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this too. If somebody led me somewhere on false pretenses, I'd be pissed off too.
Right.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In his defense, I'd be pissed off too. People
Right.
have been trying Chris Brown for the longest, trying to paint him out to this and
Oh
that.
no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Chris Brown because he pulled
No.
out.
But no. I'm just saying. I'm just hear me out. What I'm saying is that people gotta kind of just chill. You can't get mad at him or judge him, nigga. I'm going off of what you say. Your people told me X, Y, and Z. I get here and it's something different. I would be pissed off too.
Because what if think about it too. We know Chris Brown is a straight man from
Yeah.
just what we see. What if one of his things was like, you know how he bring women up and sit them in a chair?
Right.
What if that
Right.
was what if that was one of his things that he was gonna do? And we know that
Now
he's
he
not
can't
gonna
do
feel
it.
comfortable. Yeah. So then he has to kind of rearrange. And I mean, I get it. Like people just gotta be okay with people not being okay with certain things. And I think
Right.
we've kind of talked about that. And I get what you're saying, Remy. I'm not, but I'm just saying like people have got to be okay with it. Like, and I think that's kind of with NLE just, and these are just my feelings. I just feel like people are just making too big of a deal out of it. He performed, however he got there, he got there. We all do. I mean, it's always
With
a play on
him,
words, it's always marketing. Like,
I think again, I think it's more so the fact that just about everything he's doing in the media right now is kind of playing in the face of the Rainbow Coalition audience.
I did it though. He
And
could have
it
went.
may not be his fault. It may not be his. It may not be his fault. But at what
But
point do you sit here and say, "Okay, let's stick to your music because that's what your bread and butter is." Let's start with all the gimmicks and stick to your music. If you want to be
so,
happy and love
but that's
everybody,
what I
that's
don't
cool.
understand.
But
so
That's what I
what
don't
would
understand.
happen if he actually came out and said that? Do
Right.
you think me?
I think if he came out and was just like, "Listen, no matter what his sexuality, that's his business. That's
That would have
his
been a
business, one
problem
hundred
too.
percent."
That would have been a problem too.
Well, you always gonna get a small group of people who's gonna find fault in everything. But this is what I'm saying. This is just me. If he was to sit there and just be like, "Listen, I respect and I love my rainbow fans just like I love my straight and nail fans." I think that would be better. But when you playing these mind games and these tactics to kind of blur lines and not maybe not strict people. I think that's kind of harsh,
I
but
think you did wrong.
kind of making people have to sit here and and feel a kind of way because now they feel the wrong way, and you're just sitting there going, oh, okay,
So,
whatever, I got my
I'm gonna
money.
I'm gonna say this to you, Elmo, and I think that's the reason why people don't want to perform when it comes to the LGBTQ community because of stuff like this, like
Right.
these types of things right here. Now, people do have a right to feel how they want to feel, and I'm not going to discount anybody's feelings, but I think this is the reason why people kind of stay away is because they don't want situations like this to happen. Because think about it. So let's just kind of piggyback. What if he didn't say anything? What if he just showed up and started performing? Do you think people would have said anything? Like, do you think it would have been a different story? I mean,
I think in that situation, I think it would be kind of like a Fetty Wap. People like, okay, well, he came and showed some love as a straight man representing for the straight community, and he came and showed us some love. I think that would have been better publicity for him because then it would have been said, in my opinion, this is a straight man trying to show that he's an ally instead of trying to play in our faces.
But then I
I
would
mean, I know this is not a definite. I'm not trying to compare apples and oranges, but it's kind of it does give for me. And I'm speaking, and again, I want to make this clear. I'm speaking only for me when I say this. For me, it gives reminiscent notes of white people saying, "Oh, I'm doing this for the black culture," and they're really doing it for an ulterior motive.
I have a question, and it's based on what the comment. So Bobby Schmurda. So did he
Mhm.
actually? So I remember all that controversy. Did he actually come out?
no.
I have no idea.
Okay, I
No,
couldn't
he
remember.
did not. He was just dancing around in a video, like
Okay.
just doing. He
Speaking
was
of,
doing weird stuff.
actually, speaking of, and I don't know these men because I don't follow them. They too goofy for me, and they're not my age demographic. But I see them a lot on social media through other people's posting. I don't know if y'all know about the young man, the ugly little young man Speed, and the other ugly young man Kaisa Knight, or whatever his name is. The Minecraft boys who are living in the room with each other while they're playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. I don't
Yeah,
know them.
I do. I know you're talking about.
Okay, so if you don't look it up. So my thing is this. And before I say what I think, I wanna know what you think. Who said they do it? Because I don't know y'all's voices.
Who are me?
Okay, who I mean, I'm asking you because you know about them. What is your opinion on them based on their interactions that you see of them?
They're just two guys playing a game. I mean, I don't really have any. I mean, I've never looked at it in any other way.
Okay,
It's part of the problem with our society, anyway. We always looking into trying to put labels on people.
Yeah,
well,
because
I asked that question because I don't know about the Bobby Smurder thing, but it did bring. I heard what you were saying. How you said he was just dancing. He was just dancing and whatever. And it got me thinking. It kind of got me thinking about that because I've seen some stuff online through social media, which I don't really care one way or another. Y'all know I don't care because I ain't sleeping with none of them. I don't. But I seen some things that were just kind of like it made me wonder. Y'all know how Big Mama back in the day would sit there and wonder, does that child boy or girl have some sugar in the tank?
yeah.
And it made me wonder, like there was certain things, and I'm not saying they are, and if they are, good for them. I hope they're happy. But it was things that they do that were kind of just like, what's going on when them cameras?
Well, I think a lot of it is because we as a society over sexualize everything.
There
And
it
I'll
is.
give
I
you a good
definitely agree
example
with that.
because, like, my daughter, right? She's 13. And I got to tell my daughter, look, the clothes that y'all are wearing, I was not in a junior size until I got to college. Y'all are already in junior's clothes. So a lot of the clothes that you buy are going to be midriffs and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you'll have people like, oh, well, you need to put no. Stop over sexualizing. If you stop looking at them in that light,
Right.
then you
Right.
won't see what you're seeing. There's nothing wrong
I
with wearing
definitely agree with
halter
that.
top, right?
Right.
Why are you thinking about it in some type of sexual way? Because and these are just kids in general, when these girls are putting on these clothes, they're not doing it for somebody to over sexualize them. They're doing it because they want to look good.
Right.
Like, and I think that's the reason
Like
why
express themselves.
yeah, we have so many things. Like, two men can't live in the same apartment without somebody, just. And I'm talking about even just from the
Just in
outside
general.
looking just in general. These are two men that are maybe roommating in an apartment, and they found a way to make money. And then people are starting to question, ooh,
they could be brothers, cousins, shit. We don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of
This
what you're
was
trying to get to.
Yeah, this is my thing with it. This was made me kind of think about it. And again, I don't know, and I don't really care because I ain't got a dog. I ain't got a bone to pick in that fight. This is what did it for me. And again, I'm going to be very honest, and it may be some bias, and it may be some ignorance on my part. It may be. I don't know. But for me, I looked at it, I'm like, well, first of all, I don't care that they live in the same house. I don't care. I was looking like, well, y'all are basically laying, even though it was different beds, it was pushed together like one bed. So I'm like, okay, and that does not make someone gay, straight, or bisexual. It
Mhm.
does not. But again, it's just like from what I know, and again, I only know my culture. I'm black from the hood, and where I'm from, you tell them now whether I know some men still do it, but you ask a man where I'm from, is you gonna push our bed together and sleep that close to each other? They gonna say hell no. That's what I know. So it was that. Then it was little things like it is little nuances, and I do think it has a little bit of the what you said, where you said we over sexualize. I do think so, but it was just little touches and stuff that I'm just like, that's a little much.
But that's their friendship. That's their
Which again, that's why I said it may be some ignorance on my part. It may be something on me, but it's little things I've seen through the social media. But again, I don't really care to be honest, because
But
again, I
it's just like what Why Your Face So Ugly said, and I'm guilty of this myself. Like black culture and African culture is two totally different things, right? Like African people, they dance, like the men twerk. I don't know if you're familiar with like what is it, Coup de Ivory Coast. Like their whole dance technique is twerk, men and women. And when I see that, I'm like, why are they twerking? Why do they look so feminine? But I have to understand. I have to step back and realize is that African culture is not acceptable in black culture, right? Black straight culture. But in African culture, even girls, they twerk. Like that's something ancestors did. And so I do find myself judging on that. And I think because I've educated myself a little more, I do try to
hey
kind of
three one seven.
hey Naptown. And
hey.
just I think that's just what we as black people, I mean, I think that's just what we do. And I don't think it's anything that I think it's just kind of learned behavior throughout throughout time. It's nothing
So it's
intentional that we're doing, but
and I will say with Speed and Kai, I think I think what kind of started for me, what kind of planted it to start this off of me like wondering like is there actually something more there that is their business?
mm-hmm.
Is one of the things that I've noticed is when Kai, well not Kai, when the young man Speed is with the boys, he is always in his underwear, and I mean like form fitting underwear, and it's just like
That's men though.
That's men, yeah.
That's
no.
men.
Again, I'm going from my experience where I'm from.
I understand.
That's never been like a man. Where I'm from, I would never see two straight dudes chilling in their underwear. Especially when you stand there putting your butt and your genitals close. Not that I ain't saying he put it on them, but close to the other man's body, specifically their head area. I'm
I'll,
not used to that.
I'll say this: men don't like my son. As soon as he come in the house, he strips out all his clothes, and he don't care who at that house. My son gonna be in his underwear, like. And now my husband is kind of the same way, and but he's a little bit more guarded because we have a daughter here. But
Hmm.
like just growing up, like cousins, you have to understand a lot of people have cousins, and hell, they walk around like that, and that's how they're comfortable with it. Like
Yeah.
it's not
At
it's
home.
not it's not a misnomer. Like it's an actual thing that
Right. Well,
been
I'm
doing.
not. Well, he does this. Well, from what I see, he does this everywhere. In all of his live streams, no matter
Mm-hmm.
where he's at.
Okay, well,
Even
you're
like,
consistent.
I mean, no. Again, that's what I'm saying. And again, I can only go off what I know.
No, I get what you. No, I
Yeah.
totally 100% get
Like
what.
in your house, I would be like, okay, that's pretty. I would understand. Even though it's still weird. It's well, not weird. Let me not use
It's
that word.
different.
Even though
It's
it's
different than what.
different to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's different to me, I can say, well, that's his house. I mean, how can't nobody tell him how to be comfortable in his own house?
Right.
Um,
But I think if you're comfortable in your own skin, stuff like that
hold
doesn't.
on. I don't mean to cut you off, but 317 just dropped something on there that a
He let us
comment.
rub on his ass when they was party. Hmm?
Yeah. So it's and I mean and I've seen stuff like that where it's kind of just like again and maybe it's just he's comfortable in his skin and that's what he's okay with it and he
How they play, and maybe again, that's how they're. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
and
The
that's
thing
why I
is,
like talking this through.
you never know. Like
Yeah.
if that's what, and that's kind of
True.
what you said. If they choose to do that, then good for them. Because I ain't giving them a damn dime. So
I ain't
they
either.
do whatever they want to do. I think I only know about them because like my kids play Minecraft and like they're big into stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like I think for even for children, right? Because they do have a big audience with children. Children don't look at it like that, until we actually start to sexualize things. Kids don't look at stuff like that. They watch
Right.
them play the
Right.
game. They
Well,
don't give
now
a damn
this now
what
I
the
will say since you said that I will say this since you said that my and this is not about Kai. This is more so about speed. I do have a slight issue with speed, and this is why. One, your audience is underage children predominantly, not exclusively, but predominantly. I don't care that you in your underwear, but when you are walking, when you're doing that with a predominantly underage fan
Yeah.
base,
I get that.
you should
Yeah,
have a little bit
really.
more
Yeah.
decorum because
I
he's
get
had
that.
multiple times where he had D slips. He has been there's a lot of clips of him going to public events with all of these underage children, and he is and he is in his underwear after he done had all these slips and stuff, and they are grabbing on him. And again, he's in his underwear and they're grabbing on him.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Now that
That.
right there is and I think that's less of a that's more of a sex, not a gay or straight issue. That's more of a
That's
sex.
that's yeah, that's a
Yeah.
sexual issue.
Sexual.
That's that's I do have an issue with him on that because
Now
I'm
that's
like,
No grown person should be around no kid in their drawers in
But
the
that's the
first place.
thing, though.
Ever.
Like
right.
that's where the parents come in, right? You're
Right.
supposed to be monitoring what your kid. Like for
Kids are
me,
watching.
even
Yeah.
with them, I have to like when it comes to my
Well,
son, I don't let him watch it unless my daughter is there because she's a little bit older and she kind of know. And you are correct, Cynthia. That is called grooming. Like you really have to watch what your children are watching. That's
and
just
with now
the way.
in this the video that I see the videos that I've seen of him doing it when he's in public, it looks like it's kind of like a I don't want to say it's a big event, but it looks like a big event. So
Mhm.
maybe the parents just don't understand. Maybe the parents are sitting there going,
What the hell
"This
is
is a
this?
grown
Yeah.
right," and they're like, "This is a grown man." So I like to use my judgment that he's not going to be doing no stupid stuff.
No, that's
He-
not what it is. It's because the parents aren't watching what they don't know
I
about.
definitely think it's there. I definitely think they're not watching. But again, like if my kids that I don't have said, "Hey, I watched this guy on YouTube who be sitting there talking about Shamar and Netta and them. He's having an event. I want to go." I would use even if I don't know, I would
I
kind
do
of
my
think
damn
based on my
research.
knowledge.
I do my
Oh, of
fucking
course I would do my.
research.
Oh, I would do my research, of course. But
Mhm.
I would still think, unless I see something that pops up, I would think, okay, well, this is going to be a grown adult in public, so I'm going to use my best judgment that it's going to be a wholesome event.
And that's fair because you would think that his audience fan base, there's going to be a lot of kids. As a parent, you would be like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
okay with this. That's what you
Right.
would think. That and I understand that. So that is a good call out. I
Nat
guess.
says, let's highlight this real quick. Nat
Hmm.
said, it's just like white racist people. Their kids don't know anything about being racist unless their parents teach them that. So it's like our kids; they don't know what's gay or straight unless we tell them. That's
Talking
true.
right.
You
That's
know
very
what?
true.
Like my son, right? He's 6. He's getting ready to be 7. And like last year, my son loved rainbows, like rainbows and stuff like
I
that.
remember you telling me.
Yeah, and then my daughter, she'd be like, and I said, listen, he's 6, 5, 6. He don't know about gay, straight. He
Right.
doesn't know anything about that. As long as I'm
Oh,
gonna let him, if he likes the rainbow and he want rainbow, the rainbow macaroni and cheese, that's fine with me
That's
because he's
fine.
not thinking of it on a gay, straight. He likes different
He
colors.
likes the
Now,
colors. Yeah.
as he's gotten old, into this year here, I noticed that he's kind of pushed back with the rainbow, and he's like, "Well, my favorite colors are like blue and red." So, but like we don't talk about that in his house. Well, there's some things that for me, like my daughter, I've talked to her about, but my son, I
you
just
have
don't.
appropriate
Yeah,
conversations.
because for me right now, it doesn't. He's 6. they don't. They just care about having friends. They don't care about. They're not even looking at gay, straight, or anything like that. Now, when he gets a couple of years older, we're probably gonna have those conversations. But right now, none of them kids know about gay and straight. They could care less what you are. They just want to be a friend.
They just want to be
No,
friends.
and I'm gonna say this because I probably said it to you when we had this conversation before, but that's what pissed me off with this whole Target situation during the Pride Month. It pissed me off because you mean to tell me you're gonna take down rainbows and all that and because a small group of people didn't like the fact that it was Pride. Them kids don't know nothing about no damn Pride. They don't know nothing about no damn gay, straight, whatever. They saw rainbows and unicorns and
And
said, "Oh,
so,
that's so pretty."
yep, they was thinking about colors. But I mean, I can see as a parent, I can see it from both sides of the spectrum. Like for me, and I think Naptown kind of just hit on it right there. It's an agenda. Like I feel like, and this is just for me, and I've probably said this before, and I don't mean nothing when I say this. I feel like I should be able to introduce things to my kids when I feel like it's appropriate. The
I
one
agree.
thing when I moved here that really ticked me off was that I had to talk to my daughter about trans and LGBT right even before I was ready to have that conversation. Because that is one thing that you see here a lot is there are a lot of trans people, a lot of gay people. And I feel like I was robbed of that opportunity. And I don't want to be robbed of it again. So I do kind of shelter my son a little bit more. But I do agree that there is an agenda that is being pushed. I think the reason why is because people want to be comfortable. Like, we've talked about this before. Back
Hmm.
in the 80s, 90s, it like if you were gay or lesbian, it was a bad thing. Like even my mom said, when I was growing up, the lesbians, they was like real, they would come and grab you and stuff. And I don't think that that's because my mom is from like Mississippi, like one stop like town, right? And I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that's just a perception that she had. But as as time go along, we see that that's not the case. Like lesbians are not these big buff men looking women that or women looking men that go and like push you in a corner and say you're gonna be my girlfriend. That's not really how it goes. So I think that's the reason why people kind of push it is because they want to normalize it. I just don't think sometimes they go about the right way of doing it. And I think that's why people get upset. That's just me. And I could be
Oh
looking
yeah.
at it a different way. But a lot of older,
And
if you notice the people that get upset, it's a lot of older people. Like a lot of the younger parents don't care. But I would say parents like my age, the 40s and up, you know, parents my age do get a little upset. I think it was just because the way we were raised. So I don't
and I
know.
would say and to say this to I think the agenda is every group, every walk of life has an agenda
Of course.
because I've said this many a times, and I've also got this from other people in the community. And I think the first person who would really put it in perspective for me was Funky Dineva, Quentin Latham. It kind of it really opened my eyes. He said, he made a comment. He was like, it was a video that was about the same topic. When I grew up, I didn't know anything about gay or straight. All I knew was the agenda. I knew was little boys supposed to have little girlfriends. That's the agenda I knew. Little boys supposed to have little girlfriends, and I would always hear no matter who it was. I was, oh, that's so cute. That little boy just kissed that little girl. Oh, that's so cute. That little boy is all up on that little girl. Oh, that little boy is so cute. Oh, that little boy over there feeling the little girl. And I'm exaggerating slightly, of course,
Yeah.
but just what I heard growing up. That's what a lot of people like me heard growing up is, oh, that's so cute. Look at that little boy. Oh, he's a ladies man. He is gonna steal all the girls' heart when he grow up. Look at him. He is gonna have all the little girls. You have to beat them little girls off with a stick.
Yeah.
So,
I get
and I think for me that's why it triggers me sometimes hearing people, you know, say certain rhetoric, which I definitely understand, but it does kind of irritate me. It does kind of hurt. It does kind of put me through some triggers because, like, well, if we gonna talk about who's pushing agendas, let's keep it all the way honest. Every single group has an agenda that they're
Of
pushing.
course.
But
absolutely.
see, the problem is, and again, and any for all these ignorant people who don't know that's listening who may think this. It's not saying anyone in this live is feeling this way, but that's what irritates me. It irritates me because that's why I don't like people sitting there saying, "Oh, the Rainbow Coalition got this agenda. They trying to push the agenda on whoever. I don't care who it is. It's not that they're trying to push an agenda because if that's the case, everyone's pushing an agenda. Every single one. It's
That's
about
that's just like, let me use this as just a quick example. Um, that's just like how these folks are not wanting history taught
hmm
because they feel like it's going to cause it to repeat itself. No, you have to know where you've been, unless
so you know where you're going.
going. And it's not that we're trying to make. And they're saying teaching certain parts of history will cause a racial divide. No, it's bringing attention to how things were, as opposed to how they are now and how they're still the fucking same.
But see, I think that where we are now, when it comes to the gay and I just think that we're at a point now where we know what it is, and we don't need all the extra stuff, right? It's when I say that, I mean it's like, okay, so now it's acceptable to be gay, which
No, it's
it should
not.
have always been.
Yeah.
No,
But I
it's
think we're
not.
past that point for the most
This,
part. Now
mm-mm,
there's gonna be
mm-mm.
the
I'm
so-called
sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm not even halfway. We're not even halfway, and this is the reason why I say that. And it's with all due respect from someone who's in it. We're barely a quarter in it because it's still you can't you got you could be that way to a certain extent, but don't be too much because now you doing too much. Don't be too much because
But
now
hold
you're
on,
gonna be that sister punk.
let me ask you a question though. Do you feel that way because everybody is not accepting of it, or do you feel that way because if you think about it, everybody is not going to be accepting of certain things. I don't care what you do. When I say that it's become acceptable, meaning is that we can see it now.
It's not
Before,
as taboo as
yeah,
it used
it's
to be.
not a taboo anymore. Now there's going to be people that don't like it. Bottom
Okay.
line. But when I say that, I mean that we see it on TV, we see it in the stores, we see it here, we see it there. Before, think about it. When could you go on TV and see a show with two men or two women? When could you go into a store and see
Think
that they
about
have a whole section
it.
for gay pride?
Think about it like this.
The thing. So hold on to answer the question, and I'm gonna let you finish, but let me answer the question real quick. I still haven't seen proper representation. You know, and I'm getting. I say that with respect to Drag Race and the like, but it's we're still fighting for our life here
So hold
because
on,
it's still.
hold on. With what you just said there, tell me what it is that you would like to see more of. Tell me where it is where the disconnect, where you feel like there's a disconnect of what misrepresentation or not
Right.
enough representation
And
is.
what is
It's
proper
still the it's
representation?
still the it's still the stereotypical yes queen yes like that's
That's
all it is.
not. That's
But
not.
hold on, hold on because I'm answering you. It's that's what we still get an abundance of that more than showing that that in not only in the black rainbow lane, but in the rainbow lane and so it's more layers to it. Just like there's layers to the straight world, it's layers saying there are doctors, lawyers, entertainers, whatever in every field who there's some who's more manly than others. There's some who are a little bit more feminine, but there's not a clear representation. Like I could turn on TV and turn to 12 different versions of straight people. I can do that real easy,
Okay,
So
but
hold on,
really easy.
hold on.
then what is proper? Okay, then what do you consider proper representation? Because not every show I have seen or movie I've watched or reality show I've seen is somebody in the community that's been like, yes, girl, yes, yes. Now I have not seen that from what things that I watch. So what do you when you say proper
I've
representation? What
I
is
have seen more of the stereotypes than of the actual reality.
So take that back to black people then, right?
right?
Think about it. Us as black people. Because the thing is, we are not even properly represented, right? When you look at a TV, you see all this stuff that's negative. That's the 5% of the 95% of Black people that are actually doing it right. But this is how we're represented, especially Black women. We're represented as angry, ghetto.
Which I
So
agree.
if they're not representing us.
No, I'm not saying I agree with the stereotype. I'm saying I agree with what you're saying. She knew what I was saying.
If they're not gonna
Look,
do
I'm
us
sorry.
right,
I'm cooking and listening at the same time, and I caught a piece. My apologies.
if they're think about it, that's never gonna happen, Elmo. And I'm sorry, but it's never gonna happen. They
Right.
won't
But
even
should
do
we
it.
stop fighting?
But here's the thing.
No,
Your idea of representation and somebody else's idea of representation can be two different things.
I just
But
think to me,
which is true.
for what I feel, I think, and I'm gonna be, and I don't mean anything when I say this. I just feel like your expectation is unrealistic because
And I respect that opinion.
they won't even do Black people as a whole. We're
Right.
still 400 years. Well, hell, we've been free since 1865. So what are we, like 150 years? It's been 150
Almost
years.
200 years. Yeah,
We're
still don't
still
have.
not where we should be. And some of it is our own, but a lot of it is not. Because think about it. Every other race has gotten reparations except for Black people. So we're still fighting for reparations and equality 150 years later.
Well, with that being said, and I'm speaking, and that is, I'm speaking from my experience, but I'm speaking for the people who I know who this would resonate, who also have went through what I went through. That from what I know, Black people are still fighting, but they're also fighting against the people who sit there trying to fight with them. Me as a Black person who don't fall into the straight mode, I got to fight. It's I'm going to say this, and I know most people are not going to agree with it. I fight. I have to fight. I have a harder fight than a lot of people, including Black women, because I got to fight against Black women. I got to fight against Black people. I got to fight against people who don't look like me. I got to fight against people who don't like me because they think I'm gay. Because I'm Black. Because my hair is nappy. Because I'm a little ghetto. Because I walk with a switch. I mean, it's like it's attack from everywhere. So again, and this is my experience and experience of others who I've spoken to. I'm not speaking for the whole group. I'm speaking for the ones I've spoken to about the experience. So, and it's not to diminish the fight itself, but it's more so to say it is still, representation is huge, and if it means we have to come together, then it means Black people include, especially Black women's, because the stereotype is that them sissies want to be like a women. Them sissies trying to be like a women.
Yeah, I have a question. Do you
Mm-hmm.
feel like there is that in y'all's community where there's not cohesive representation?
Definitely not. I definitely feel and meaning I definitely feel like there's not cohesive meaning because we're sitting there saying, hey, we know y'all are going through the same thing we do. There was a point when all of the BLM was going on and the protesting during the panorama and all that, where where there was a lot of people in this community who tried to say, hey, I'm Black and I'm in the rainbow, but we need to stick together because we are being attacked, we are being misrepresented, we are having the same issues that mirror each other, and it was like, and I'm not saying everybody, but there was an overwhelming rejection of, nah, don't put y'all stuff with us. Y'all stay over there with that. This is
But do
our
you
situation.
understand why that was, though? I can tell you the reason why that was. It's because Black people feel that the LGBTQ community fights harder for that than they do for being Black. And what I mean by that is that LGBT, like for example, LGBTQ is a Black, white, thing. It's like you'll
There's no color. Yeah.
you'll get together with the white people and fight hard, but when it comes to Black people, you don't want to fight that same fight. And I think that's the reason why a lot of Black people were not on board, is because they feel like you're fighting with the whites and for the whites, but you won't even fight. Number one, the first thing in anything is we Black, right? That's the first thing. Before we're women, men, gay, straight, we're Black.
Right.
And Black heterosexual people felt like that gay people were not willing to fight that fight of being black first before being gay. And I think that's the real reason why there was no cohesiveness in that. And then too, I'm gonna be very honest, Omo, and this is not an attack against you, but it seems to me like gay men have this thing about black women, right? And when I say that, I mean that, how can I say this? And I don't mean any disrespect, but it seems like there's always some type of disrespect with black women. Like, and you said it before. I've heard you say it before, right? Black women are the very thing that, just bring life to us, right? A black woman had to give birth to us. And I think a lot of this comes from trans people. And I'm not saying all trans people, right? This is just a collective observation. And I think that's the reason why black women have such a hard time with black gay men, because there's just not a lot of respect. You want to fight black women, you call them bitches, whores.
Could it maybe
Well,
be
hold on,
because of
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
wait, let me ask.
Okay, because I'm gonna tear this right on open because
Okay, but let me ask. Let me just ask. Do you think the issue with black men is because of the non-acceptance of their lifestyle from their mothers?
I think it's from the black community as a whole, and this is why. Because you see, the thing is this, and
I'm
this is
talking
something.
specifically
No. I know what you're
against
saying, but
women.
I may be talking around in circles, but it's
Before
all
you
gonna make sense.
before you answer what you finna say, the bitches and whore thing. I know when you said tells we be playing, but I'm just talking about the angry part. But go ahead.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not talking about the angry part. Um, the issue is not necessarily a rejection from the black mother. The issue is the rejection from black women and black culture itself. And this is what I mean by that. Cause see, it's so easy to say you did wrong to us. So that's why we don't want to be attached to it. But the thing is, if you gonna sit there and say this is what y'all did to us, think about the rhetoric. Because see, again, I'm gonna take from my own experience, and like I always do. And this is something I want you to really, really hear me on. If you don't hear nothing else I say, I want everybody that's listening right now to hear me out and really do some reflection. Black women and black culture. And when I say black culture, that includes the black men. Because it's not just the black women, it's the black culture. Black y'all throw if and it's really towards black men. This is and to be very blunt, because I'm trying to piggyback and pick my words real carefully. Y'all throw us away like we ain't shit. But then you get mad when we sit there and we sit there and lash out because from our hurt, and y'all don't acknowledge our hurt. Because again, when I grew up, and I'm telling y'all, and this is stuff I hear, and it was unprovoked, and it was never ever ever. Well, I'm gonna correct that, and it was hardly ever from me lashing out or people who look like me lashing out. It was really, really just visceral hate and meanness and nasty and disdain and just ugh. It was, and I'm going to. And I know I usually tell Poppy don't say some of the stuff I'm gonna say. This is that one time where Poppy should have had his ass up here because he could have said all these words. I would hear a black woman, that faggot, that sissy, that punk. Not my son better not be no faggot, no sissy, no punk. My son better not sit there and be dancing like that. My son better not be looking like that. My son better not be. And so what happens is it hurts and it's horrible. And it's the same. And no matter how much you want to say it's not, it's the same thing like white people calling us niggas.
And
that hurt is the same.
Yeah, I agree. And listen, I'm not, your feelings are very valid, right? And I'm not trying to take away anything of that. But two, I look at it, there's always two sides to the coin. Because just like you as a male got hurt, think about black women, right? Even as growing up, we have this perception of, oh, you have to get married, right? And then you got to have the kids, but you can't have the kids till you get married. And then, if you have more than one, and this was my own grandmother, right? And I love my grandmother to death. I got married, got divorced, and then had kids. And then my second child, because it was by a different man, my grandmother read me for filth because I have two baby fathers. So I think what we really need to just normalize is us all having a different hurt. and just kind of respecting that hurt, because I don't think one hurt is bigger than the other.
It's not, and
I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just saying, like, yes, but you have to look at.
but this is the thing. But this is the thing, and this is because we do have the same. No matter when you look at it on paper, we all have the same hurt. But the problem is, and this is a recurring problem, that it always gets turned. It always gets overlooked and downplayed because people like to say being gay or bisexual is a choice when it's not a choice. I didn't know that. I didn't wake up and say I'm not going to be straight. I didn't do that. A lot of these get. Hold on. Let me finish.
No, I'm just saying 100% agree. That's all I was saying.
Okay. I'm sorry. I hear background. That's what I was.
That's beep.
But a lot of gay people didn't, and of course there is a small group that wake up one day and they want to do a thing because it's cool. But for the true Rainbow Coalition, they didn't wake up and say, "I'm gonna be gay today. I'm gonna wake up and whatever their version of gay or bisexual or all the other letters of the rainbow. They didn't wake up and say that. They may not know the words, but they knew it from a young age.
So can I tell you?
And hold on, because I'm a good. But they knew it from that young age. And I've seen where a lot of people in the coalition has sat there and said, "Let's stick together. Let's work together because we have the same type of hurt." And when I say that, it means we have deep internalized hurt from things that have happened that we need to get therapy and work with, and we can do it together. But it's hard to come together when you're sitting there saying, "I'm black, I'm non-straight, and I'm getting attacked not only from these white people, but also from these black people." Where do you go? Where, at least with black people, with black straight people, you could say, "I'm going to hang out with my black people because they know what I'm going through." But when you are black, non-straight, and you getting it from all sides, literally from all sides, where do you go to seek refuge? Especially when the people that look like you been through what you've been through, at least from the racial side, when they're sitting there, they're tearing you down worse than the white folk. I mean, honestly, as bad as it sounds, you can't really be mad at the ones who get that deep seated hurt and start to lash out, even though it's wrong. And I'm never gonna say it's right; it's wrong. But when you're looking at it from a compassionate side, you really can't sit here and say you are just a piece of shit because you attacking everybody. But we get it from everywhere. And like I said, I grew up all my life for 33 years hearing black people who look like me, when I'm sitting there trying to fight so that we can all be getting the same respect as the people who don't look like us, who don't talk like us, who ain't never been through what we've been through. I heard them same people tear me limb from limb, and some of it was warranted. And I ain't gonna sit here and act like it won't. Some of it was warranted because back in the day, I was so hurt. I would sit there and attack people before you attack me. But it was a huge group that would attack me just because I'm me. I'm because I'm not. I am different because I'm not the quote unquote same. And then again, you also got to look even at the trans world and the drag world. You got to look at how many of them girls get killed when who they can sit there and tell the people they meeting up with, "I am trans, I am pre-op," and they still end up dead. And their cases very rarely ever get even reported.
There was a good conversation on Bega the other night about, and I started to call you and tell you to tap in. But it was a panel of like trans women, because on Bega there's a lot of trans women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them on there, her name is like Shayla Speaks, and she's a trans. I believe she's actually gone through the full transformation. And what she was saying was that her ex-husband, that was the conversation, right? And she was saying that her ex-husband did not know that she was trans until after he proposed to her. And he still married her. So I think what a lot of people were saying was that, you're wrong for that, because you should have told him, you should have told him in the beginning, right? But I say all that to say, I think that would have been, what you're saying is kind of like pretty much what the panel was saying. And it was a good way to kind of look, because sometimes when you don't go through things, like even as a black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of a lot of things that we like. I'm a black woman. I'm a mother. I'm dark skinned, and I'm in corporate America. There's a lot of things that people don't know that I go through, or people like in my position go through, just being that. Because just being a Black woman is hard enough, right? And then you add in weight, size, education. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. But kind of going back to what you were saying, Elma, and I say this, I don't think that when anybody has children, right, they wake up and say, a lot of parents will say, I don't want my son to be gay, but if he is, there's nothing I can do about it, but just accept it. And that's what I'm one of those people. Look, I don't want him to be gay, but if that's what he chooses to be, I'm gonna love him, and I'm gonna give him the same relationship advice. My husband gonna love him. He gonna give his son the same relationship advice. I mean, it's
I
just gonna
want
be
you.
like that.
I want you to hear something. Cause see, and it's little things that happen. I don't think you mean it in a mean way. I don't think you mean it in a negative or malicious way. And I want to stress that. I don't think it. But did you just hear that? You said if he chooses.
Well, what I mean, well, then that's a bad choice of words. So I should have.
That's why I said that's what
I
I'm
should have
saying. That's
said
why I
that.
wanted to just highlight it.
If he is, if that's what he is, if that's what the good Lord makes him, then that's the way he was supposed to be, right? You're right. It's not a choice. I don't think anybody wakes up. Now, I will say this. I do think that some of this is a fad. Especially among the
There is a
younger
group
people. The
yeah, there
younger
is a group
people.
that just
But
wants to fit in and push the mold. Yes.
I don't think anybody wakes up and say, you know what, today is a good day to be gay. I don't think that. I think it's just what you are. Like my best friend, love him to death. He just could not accept the fact that he was gay. And we always knew. We didn't care. We didn't make a big deal out of it. We didn't tell him about it. And then when he finally decided he wanted to come out, he went through suicide and stuff like that. And it's like we just had to get him through it the best way we could. But it was like we knew, we didn't care. We love you. Like, didn't really matter what you were. Like, I think just for me growing up, in my household, like, I'm not gonna lie, my grandparents were, they was born in the 1918s and stuff like that. They were highly transphobic. They didn't like gay people or anything like that. But I think when you're growing up and you have an open mind, like my mom always taught me to have an open mind. A lot of us growing up, our parents were not like that. Gay is frowned upon. Like, if you turn out to be gay, I'm going to disown you. I'm going to kick you out. That's what a lot of people growing up in our age, I could say like 30s up, that's what the whole conversation is about. I will say that I feel like the conversations are changing. Like it's going to take some time to get there, but I do think that a lot of the stuff is changing. It's going to take time because we're just now in a generation where, it's acceptable to be gay.
I'll say it's not. No, I respectfully disagree. Do I think the times are changing? Yes. Do I think that there is a group of people who are more just like that's who you are? It's cool. Yeah, but it's still not acceptable because again, when you look, if you really look at the LGBT etc. Statistics, the violence and the crimes against them are still extremely high. The problem is a lot of them don't get reported. A lot of them get swept under the rug. A lot of them are just because of that it's that they're that group. They don't want to push the envelope. So we really never get a true count of how many are actually harmed, especially when they're black and in that community. That's
Can
the
you
problem.
can
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I want to ask this question real quick. That Tiara asked, and I'm gonna let you say it.
That's what I was going to say.
Um,
Talk about Tia's question.
okay, good. Um, this may not be the popular opinion, but I'm gonna say it. I do think that that I think due to the circumstances of what Black women has went through, which I agree is wrong, because I do think Black women has been put through a lot of mistreatment, a lot of bullshit. Let's
Disrespect.
call it. Well, that's what I was gonna say about bullshit. I do think that when it comes down to predominantly LGBT men and trans women, I do think that it comes off as competition. I think all of it is? No, no, I don't. But
I'm
do
going.
I think that it? But do I think that? I think that for certain in both sides, I think there is a group of people who feel like now I got to compete with you because I hang out with in all groups and I see some women. Let's not even say black. Some women who go, well, now I got to compete with these trans women, and I don't want to be rude, but I don't want to compete with them. When there's a lot of trans women who just like, look, I don't the men you want, I'm not necessarily trying to compete with you because I can never compete with you.
I think, and I agree with that. I don't. For me, it's never competition, right? But I think for me, when it kind of hit home, and I think we all kind of talked about this, Elmo, like when and I'm gonna tie this back to Netta. When Netta sat up there on live and is talking about how, you women, y'all think y'all do no.
That
Netta,
was
you can't tell
disgusting.
shit about how to keep a man, right?
That was
Like
disgusting.
that type of stuff right there is what gets me.
Right.
Like you can't tell me about keeping a man. Like don't do that because we're not doing that to you, so don't do that to us. And
And
and I don't think that a lot. I mean, there are a group of gay men and trans women that are like that, and that irritates me. Like that
and
irritates me.
I can tell you flat out that group is the minority. They are very small. But the thing is, when Netta said that, it was disgusting, and
Yes,
that I think we all can agree it was disgusting because yeah, I know I don't know I know most people have not heard it, but if you have not heard it, there's a song that I know definitely. Um, at least BB heard it. Who are me? You might have heard it, or at least a snippet of it. It's called Upfront. It's by our trans woman named Sunky Angel, and it's basically a song for trans women saying, "I got titties at the top and dick at the bottom."
yeah,
And
I've
when
heard
you
we talked
listen,
about that. Yeah,
you right,
Titties at the top and dick at the bottom. Titties at the top. Oh, sorry.
and it's no, you're good. It's the chorus of it is really catchy. It's a New Orleans bounce, and it really make and listen to the chorus. It kind of makes you want to dance, and it makes you sit there and think, oh, we gonna get the stereotypical gay joint. This, which is nothing wrong with in this reference. There's nothing wrong with that in this instance. But when you listen to the actual meat of the song is actually saying, I'm a trans woman. I just want you to know before anything go anywhere. I'm trying to tell you that before, so you can make that informed decision. And the second part of it is saying, listen, I will never compete with a biological woman. Y'all are the blueprint. Y'all are the ones who created life. There's no competition. It's really praising it, and that's what really the majority of the whole LGBT stands for. No one, we cannot compete with the blueprints. That's just fact. But the problem is, and we can throw blame all we want, but the problem is the minority is getting the bigger voice. So that and it's getting hate on everybody because of the minority, and it's just like in the in the black community. And this is the point. This is the point why what was trying to be understood when we said we're trying to stand with you. It's saying we have the same issues. It's the respect. We're not trying to step on your toes. We just trying to sit there and say, let's do it together because we already know the one with the most numbers wins. But when we sitting there, when you got black people saying you can't stand with us because your issue is about gay rights, instead of saying, well, y'all asking for the same rights we asking for. Let's just band together and just fight this together. I may not agree with what you do, but we fighting for the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I'm just gonna be realistic.
I
And
agree with you. I agree
it's
with
gonna
you on
it's gonna
that. Sadly,
years and years, hundreds of years down the line.
Sadly, I agree with you. I don't think it's going to happen in any of our lifetimes. But that is the problem, is that instead of both sides saying we are fighting for the same thing, and if we get the numbers, we will win. We're not doing it. You have one group saying no because your lifestyle is different from mine. You got another group saying we trying to fight with you, but you don't want us to fight with you. So now we're gonna be over here by ourselves. Don't talk to us. Don't look at us. Leave us the hell alone.
But it's what you just said, Elmo, though. It's what you just said. It's the mind. Think about it like this. If you was to come up in front of every heterosexual person and this heterosexual black person and say it the way you say it, then I could see, I would say 90% of people getting on board. Because you always gonna have them few people that's just not gonna budge.
I
But
wouldn't say 90.
I'm just saying, I'm just being generous. But when I say that, I mean that a lot of times we don't hear it like this. Right. Like this is not the message that we get.
But see,
And
you also gotta be open to it. That's the problem. Most
I'm
people.
getting ready to get to that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just, and these are just high level numbers, but there's gonna be those percentage of people that I don't care how you say it. They're gonna have a closed mind. They're not gonna be open. There's nothing you can do to, and it's the same thing with black people, right? There's gonna be people like white people. There's people who just don't like black people. Period. I don't care what strides we made. I don't care what we do. We could be, every last one of us could be a doctor and a lawyer, and they're not gonna like us because of, for whatever reason. And I think that once we just wrap our heads around and accept that, I think a lot of this we could kind of move forward. But I don't think we're ever gonna move forward because we're not gonna get that message. And the minority is always gonna rule. Same thing with black people. There's always that 5% of black people who make us like Shamar, who make us look like
Boosie,
who set us
Netta.
back 400 years, right?
Right.
As opposed to all the good things that we do. And I just think that's honestly the way it's gonna be. I don't see it changing anytime soon, if ever. I mean, I'm just gonna be fair about it. It's just one of those things that we have to kind of, do what we can to do. I do what I can to for my part, and you do what you can for your part. And we teach our children better, and just pray and hope that they're accepting. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's just one of those things. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate. It really is. Don't get me wrong. It's unfortunate, but I think that's just the way it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I sadly, I feel like we won't get to where we need to be.
No, we won't.
Like I said, I feel like if there is a chance that we ever get there, it's not gonna be in our lifetimes.
Nope. And it won't be in our
Be,
children's times either.
yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Yeah.
But that's the sad part about it, because again, even when we go to our respective corners, it's always someone who wants to come in and disrupt that, when we're trying to stay in our own respective ones. Pulse nightclub, and there's other ones too. I mean, again, even down to the past situations of situations. A lot of people don't get reported. Just like with black people, there's still a lot of black incidents that never get solved.
Exactly.
I think the only difference is at least it gets reported, but it doesn't get solved in the black community. But in the LGBT community, it doesn't even get reported. Two wrongs don't make a right. So it's not to say one is worse than the other, because either way, it's a tragedy.
Tragedy.
But right, it's a tragedy regardless. But I think it's the subtle difference is, well, at least one gets reported. You have at least it's never going to be 100% accurate, but at least you get a more accurate number in the black community versus the LGBT.
It's one of them things that we over time we just have to work toward. I think now that it's something, and like I said, it's not 100%, and it's probably not even 10%, but I think it's just something like we just have to work toward. And even one of the things we pray we get there, at some time in the future, but we just don't.
The fact that the point is that we get there.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't like for anybody to be mistreated where there's any community. I feel like everybody should be able to live the way they want to live and be happy and nobody bother them. But that's the unfortunate part. That's not how life works, unfortunately. Because think about it like this. We can look at the school shootings, right? You got kids that's in school sitting down, doing what they need to do, and then what happens? You have one person that come in and disrupt the whole thing. And then not only that, not only does it happen there, but then it starts a trickle down effect, right? So like the thing that happened here in Georgia, what was it? Thursday, right? We don't live that far from it. So, it was really in our backyard. Well, hell, the same day, my daughter's school gets locked down, as well as a lot of other schools. There's a whole list of schools that came out. So then it's like, well, shit, we're telling our kids, go get an education, go this and go that. But hell, they can't even go to school and feel safe. So I think it's just, it's one of them things, Elmo. And I'm not trying to make it as like it's light or anything. I mean,
No, I don't think anyone's trying to make it seem that
it's
way.
unfortunate. It's just really unfortunate, just in general, just period. Just the things that are going on. It's just, it's terrible. I'm not even gonna say unfortunate. It's just a terrible situation.
It is. We have been on here for 3 hours though.
Really?
3 whole hours. Well, 2 hours 51 minutes.
What have
I do think, huh?
what have we not gotten to yet?
I think we kind of covered everything. We talked about Netta. We talked about Shamar. We talked about Gary.
We didn't get to watch the videos.
Yeah, I think, like I said, my spectrum is just acting like an asshole today. So
I mean,
I think we're gonna come back.
I'm enjoying it.
It is. I definitely think moving forward, I may make another live specifically about this, especially if I can get Poppy's ass
Yes.
to
Where is
get
he?
on here.
Oh yeah.
Girl,
This
we
is a good conversation, and I enjoyed myself tonight.
and I need someone else from the community to come back to defend me with y'all, because y'all be trying to tag team.
No,
We are not
tag
tagging.
Yeah,
not tag team. It's not.
y'all be trying to tag
I'm
team a
asking
pimp.
questions so I can get knowledge. That's why
Right.
I'm asking.
Exactly.
Y'all trying to tag team the
So it's
pimp
not
stress. The
tag
pimp
teaming.
stress is almost down.
It's
Pimp
not
stress is
tag-
almost down.
No, it's not tag teaming. I ask questions not to hurt, or I want to know because I'm asking because I want to know.
And then for me, I have children, so I have to make sure that, what I'm instilling in my children is the right thing. And I need them, the message that, and a lot of times, like, El will be like, when I be taking notes, and then me and my daughter will have a conversation. I'll ask her, this, and this. Because I want to make sure that she's not out there being one of them people that's being offensive, right? Because that's a reflection of me.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to make
Well,
sure.
I'm being a little fun. I got to put a little stank on and bring the comedy back because we got real deep. But y'all hoes gonna stop tag teaming me, okay? Tag heads. Anyways, so
My goodness. Crazy.
I'm a creature of habit.
Hold on.
But
I have another question before you wrap up. Are you finna wrap up?
Yeah.
Okay, so before you wrap up, what I want to know is, can you explain to me about Maggie? What was she begging about? Was she trying to go to Disney World? Is that what she's trying to do?
Yeah, yeah, so she was doing something. Let me see if I can get my other phone. She was online begging for money for this trip. I guess she went to either Los Angeles or she went to Florida. I don't remember which one. E with the T posted it. So let me see if I can. I know I can't share my screen right now, but let me see if I can pull it up and kind of talk it through real quick. So Maggie is online. She went live begging for money with her, of course, with the Cash App pin. She said she's asking for $500 to go to Disneyland. Yeah.
Can you just see Maggie walking around Disneyland? Like, are you
No.
get one of them scooters?
She gonna get one of them scooters.
First of all, they put her out because they'd be like, "Ma'am, you can't. You got to wear pants in here,
and you got to bathe."
Hey, yeah, you can't smell like yesterday's Badussi. But yeah, so she was begging for that. Of course, if she was begging for that, she was begging for other money too. But yeah, she was begging for $500 for Disneyland. E with the T called it. So when y'all see E with the T, y'all think E, because yeah, um, maybe I think I might hit up Tiara. I might hit up Daniva and see. But if that bitch talk about some, I need some booking money and all that, it's gonna be a hell to the no. Because that bitch feels like she's supposed to get all the tea. No, I don't know, but maybe I will. I think Quentin would offer a beautiful perspective from a Miami perspective, because that's a whole nother ball game right there. But maybe,
Do you
but I
think
think
that
we
do you have you seen any videos that he has maybe about this topic that you could maybe
yes, he has tons of
share?
them. Yes, I will look. Now I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna do it tonight
No,
because
I'm
they
talking
go
about
back some time.
live again. Maybe we can watch them together and talk through them.
Yes, it's probably not. If that's the case, it's probably not. This topic will probably not be it's going to be a live of its own, but it might not be. It's definitely not going to be this week. I can tell you that right now.
No,
So
that's fine.
I might, yeah. So I might book it for like a couple weeks out, and we can do something like that. But I know he definitely has some videos where he kind of talked about his experience with it, because he's always getting hit with black. He don't like black women. Black women. He hates black women because of things he says, which is stuff that's coming from his perspective. It's not that it's not hate towards black women, but it's stuff that it's really reflective points that a lot of the women who are fans of his counterparts, Michelle Brown, Kaya,
Is that
who
ATL?
don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, ATLian, yeah, Fish Market.
Mhm.
A lot of her people love to go to her, and because she's still holding on to a 10-year-old beef that she has one sidedly.
Mhm.
They like to say, "Oh, he hates black women." So he's done some videos, basically chronologically, basically talking about his experience.
Hmm.
So I'd have to do some digging for it, but
That's
I can
fine.
do that.
Yeah, whenever I think that would be really good for us to sit here and if Poppy will grace us with his presence, you know,
Well, that means I
God,
gotta put on my wifely duties so we can get
yeah,
Poppy on here. Cause,
better do something.
ugh,
Speak nice to him.
girl. I'm always nice
show,
to Poppy, except when I tell him to shut up on live.
show him a little skin or something. I don't know.
Girl, I do that every night. What you mean?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, with someone other than Poppy.
Oh, you try to, you tech head. Only Poppy gets these goodies
Tonight.
every night.
Mm-hmm. Look, we
Every
both
other
say every
Every
night.
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 hmm
I'm
Every
gonna
other
meet both of
third
you hoes.
Sunday.
I'm gonna meet both of you. No, because listen, my baby, my husband puts it to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's not when you hear some you don't want to hear. Just know my the only one who gets it is my husband. I ain't talking about Tamar and JR husband and wife. I'm talking about real husband and wife, the ones that stay together for 30, 40, 50, 60 years.
Hey, what do you want to drink?
But I'm going to play around. I'm going to try to do live more often. Do not hold me to that, y'all, because y'all know I be booked and busy in real life and I be tired. That's why I wanted this at 6:30, because I wanted to have enough time so I could get some sleep tonight. Because y'all know when we get to talking, it be ending up at my bedtime of 11, 12 o'clock at night, which means I don't get to bed till 1 o'clock, and I be tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I did this purposely early because I wanted to go to bed on time tonight
Do you have
because
to work
I am
tomorrow?
tired. I sure do at 10 o'clock in the morning all day.
I got to go get my hair done tomorrow. My hair ain't been done in like 2 weeks, and I am just. Ugh.
Oh, you looking like Andrew.
Oh yeah, I do. It looks a mess. Like it is really sad. I ain't never looked like this. And I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier. So like, I'm like the dance team mom, right? So I do a lot of stuff at the studio. And I had taken my braids down and I did not have time to comb my hair out. And I know the dance instructor, he kept looking at me and looking at my head. I had, you taking braids out, you have all that little dirt and stuff. I was
Mm-hmm.
so
No,
embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. My daughter was
you
like,
should be.
what are you doing? And it's terrible.
You definitely should be.
All
Yeah.
right,
Shame on
honey
you.
boo boos. My dinner is ready. I'm about to feed my husband.
Okay,
So,
don't worry. We finna get off too because it's
Yep.
3 hours on the dot.
all right.
We out of
I'll see
here.
y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Let me put my outro on for 5 seconds.
Oh, wait a minute. We got an outro.
Yeah, we
Okay.
gotta watch this. Yep.
Oh,
Alrighty
okay.
then. That is cute.
All
All
right.
right, y'all. I'll see
Well,
y'all later.
you
I got
muted.
fancy on you hoes.
Uh huh. I see. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
Bye.